Okay. All right.
Totally surrounded in our stuff.
I think we are.
Guess we're good to go.
Totally surrounded. Oh my goodness. Gotta get my coffee.
I know. Now I wish I had the microwave up here. I don't like microwaved coffee, but
yes.
I feel like it could be a little hotter now.
Yes. I hear you. I know we have one of those water, jug thing, bobbers. You and I have talked about it. How the hot, it's like not hot
quite,
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not hot enough for
so
for tea.
We're just sitting here drinking some lukewarm coffee.
Yep.
And it's a nice full cup too. I really feel like I should go down and heat it up.
Cup. Yeah.
And it's gonna take my lipstick off, and I'm gonna just not have lipstick on and drink cold coffee.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's horrible.
I'm falling apart here.
Welcome back, everybody.
Doing my obligatory checking because we can't do this before we start talking about.
Everybody has to know the whole process that's involved with this recording thing.
There's some low winds coming in with some high. I don't even watch the news, so I can't even summon the words for being a weather person.
It's close to 60 degrees.
Yes, is
no
it?
wind. Yeah, it's like 57 or 58. A little breezy.
I saw some breeze. Yeah, I saw some leaves blowing.
Still beautiful though.
It's
there's
a great
so
day.
many leaves still on the tree, which makes me so happy.
Oh, it's so beautiful out there.
It's beautiful.
It's fall colors.
It is.
Like our face.
Yeah. Does our face look like fall colors?
I think that we just kind of have like a yellowish.
I think so too. Something's off.
Something is off.
I don't know. Maybe we're not used to this much natural light being up here because we're used to rain.
You know what else? I don't know. Just stand by.
See, you look better close up like that. Your coloring looks way better.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's the light, honestly, from the window. We're not used to that much sun. I don't know.
Well, the other thing too is sometimes we are back more because of that light.
That's true. That could be it.
I think we'll be starting over.
Okay.
Or not, because this is what we do. But
yeah, exactly.
let's try backing up a little bit.
Okay, back up.
And then we'll move those.
Yes, I can already tell. I
Can
think
you?
It's going to be better.
Like...
Well, I don't know. You're standing.
I know.
But
I was thinking, should we move that thing
I
closer?
would, yes,
okay.
because I think that will help because the light's shining on that also.
Maybe I should turn out that light.
Yeah, do we normally have it on, right?
We do normally.
I think the lighting looks better already.
Does it?
Well, yes, I think a little bit. Your eyes are showing more.
I just feel like it might be a little bit close now. I don't know.
It's in your bubble.
It's in
your personal
I know.
bubble.
I feel like they're in my space. I'm in their
That's
space.
Right.
You don't need to be that close to us, do you? You don't want to be.
It's not a personal meetup.
But we haven't. Neither one of us have gone the month long without showering.
No, we have not.
So
I could not do that.
No, most people couldn't.
Yes.
From the
yes.
feedback that I got.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, one last time. But I did, someone, just to jump right ahead into a totally different part of the podcast, and we actually thought we might be starting over because of all that, but now we're in too deep, and we have to just go on.
We can't go back.
We have to just continue.
Trudging along.
That's right. Blazing new trails.
Right. Or old trails, because we do this every time.
Exactly. I don't know. Shoot. It was something about the giveaway prompt. Showering. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If we could choose shorter durations.
Okay.
Like, what's your breaking point?
Oh, okay.
You know, I know for you say a day, but
yes.
Would it be like, okay, I could do a week?
No.
48 hours.
I would maybe 48 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe
72
hours. No. I think 2 days. I think
it's rough.
I mean, I could if I had to. I could. But would I want to and would I feel good about it? No.
Yeah, but want and feeling good weren't part of this.
True.
This was supposed to be.
But to me, if I had a choice of shower or no internet, I'd be like, no internet. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you wouldn't even. And like some people said, think of all the more knitting we would get done. You know what's wrong?
What's wrong?
Is it even on record? It is recording.
It's recording.
It seems like it's not going all the way to the edge of the phone.
Oh,
does it usually?
I don't know. It's a new phone.
But we recorded with it last time.
True. I don't remember.
We're not sure what's happening here. I know it's shocking to everyone involved. What? Michelle and Leslie don't know what's going on?
We usually have it all together.
Something's off.
Michelle must be sick.
Yeah, again. I do have a sore throat.
Yeah.
And a cough. I might have to cough on you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Told Leslie I think I might be just allergic to my grandkids.
I think so. That has to be it.
Every time I'm around them, I get sick.
I know.
Okay, well, let's back up again.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, where am I? I'm like half off of there.
Oh my gosh. Or a mess.
It just seems different. And when
does.
things are different and we can't identify what it is, there's a problem.
Yeah.
That actually works in with my knitting this last week.
Yes. And my knitting as well.
Oh, we had cursed weeks again.
We did. Our knitting's not been very well behaved this week.
No, it hasn't.
Or in the last 2 weeks.
No. Yeah. Well, I guess we could just continue on with us being the Naughty Nitwits.
You are.
Michelle.
I'm Leslie.
It's row 82.
Yeah.
I remembered that.
Wow.
I know.
It's pretty impressive.
Surpassing all previous expectations.
Oh my gosh.
I am wearing the Hefzibah.
It just changes every 2 weeks.
It changes it's just totally different colors
it's gonna be purple in 2 weeks.
So, if you didn't watch us last time, I mentioned that my beautiful blood. Yeah. And I don't even remember if that's the right word, if it's bleeding or releasing colors, because after Lori from Arkansas Yarn saw our episode, she called me.
Oh, it was an emergency.
Yeah, she felt so bad.
Aww.
And
sweet.
Yeah, so that was very nice. And she walked me through a lot of color issues, but and then she told me about a podcast to watch that like talks about that stuff, and I never watched it.
Okay.
Who are we kidding?
We don't like to be educated.
I don't know. I mean, because here's the thing. I don't even know which direction to go first. So if you're looking at it, you're going, wow, it does look different. A few people were kind enough to share with me from the Knit Girls about adding baking soda to the water, and that actually helped people.
Helped release color that had already been bled? Or
released? Like it was supposed to take the color off the white.
Okay.
I don't know, but it didn't work for me.
Okay.
I tried it, and it actually got more blue. It actually spread more.
Yes.
And I don't know if I did something wrong. That's certainly possible.
I doubt it.
I went back and read again, add a cup of baking soda or powder, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that could make a difference, but
maybe.
No, baking soda.
Baking soda.
Baking soda.
Yeah, that's true. There's a difference.
The one that you keep in your fridge when you're trying to keep the smells down.
Yeah, baking soda.
Yeah. So I used the right thing. It made it worse.
Okay.
So I thought I'd wear it today to show off how
it's still beautiful.
Maybe when I'm editing this and I see it, because everything's a blur right now, but maybe I'll think it's great. Yeah. But I think it's probably going to go as a gift or a giveaway or something, which is fine. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah. It'd be a very special gift.
It was still a fun pattern. Well, you keep saying you like it. You want it?
Well, I would wear it. I think it's beautiful. But
I like
have
to put you
tons
on the
of
spot.
shawls.
It's fun.
No, I totally would take it. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I think, somebody else
we could probably find someone else
deserves it more than me.
Well, I don't know about deserves.
But I think it's beautiful, though. I still think it's beautiful. But I get what you're saying when you have in your mind what it's going to look like, and then it's, completely... And is it going to stop bleeding? Or is it going to keep on going?
And I don't know how much of that is me. Because, when I first washed it...
Yeah.
It says on everything, wash in cold water.
Right.
Did I? No.
Oh, okay.
And it occurred to me when I was talking to Lori that many years ago, someone that we both know... that has actually maybe has been on here or not. I don't know.
Okay.
Owned a yarn shop.
Okay.
And I remember her telling me at this one point not to put your hand knits in cold water because it will shock them.
Okay, shock them into what?
I don't know. But I didn't question it.
They scream or what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like when you put the lobsters into the hot water.
Okay.
I think it was the reverse of that.
Okay. All right.
Similar kind of thing. I don't know. But I had it in my head that I shouldn't ever wash my hand wash in cold water because it would hurt them somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And so this whole process has made me think, why would I stick with that versus what the directions are actually telling me to do, wash in cold water.
Right.
But, just somehow I had it in my head from something long ago.
Cold water's bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense because like we've talked about before, I rinse my hair in cold water because it makes it better.
Right.
You know,
closes
the stuff.
Not the pores. Is it pores in hair?
No, it's follicles.
Pores. Follicles, maybe.
Something. If I'd watched that video, I'd know.
You'd know. You'd be an expert. But
that's right.
That's
self-proclaimed.
That's
yeah.
Right.
So, Lori and I got to talking about, you know, why do we wash and block and do the things that we do the way that we do them?
Yeah.
Like, why do we leave our knits in the water for 15 minutes?
I never do.
You don't?
No. See, I pretty much put them in there, get some soap in there, my tuft woolens or whatever, and rinse it out real quick and get it out.
Do you remember hearing about soaking?
Well, I've heard you soak because it helps the yarn to relax, like so that when you block it, it's, you know. But to me, as long as it gets wet, and then I'm going to hang it or block it to dry, I'm going to stretch it as far as I want it to go.
Well, Lori and I were talking about how, you know, we just have these things that
preconceived you've heard from people.
Because maybe that's how it was long ago before there was superwash.
Yeah,
and you had to like loosen it up and make it softer by soaking.
True.
But we don't have to do that stuff anymore.
Because to me, I feel like my finished object is not dirty per se.
Right.
So to me, I'm pretty much washing it so it smells good.
Right.
And so that it gets wet so that I can stretch it to whatever I want it to be.
Yeah, because I mean, it does change. It blooms a lot of times and stuff. But, well, so maybe I'm the only one that still was not washing in cold water and was letting things soak because somewhere in my head, that's what I thought we were supposed to do.
Yeah, no, and I think you're right about the cold water because to me, I always thought cold water because cold water would help stuff not to bleed. Because if you think about just laundering regular clothing, you usually don't wash something that you think might bleed in warm water, right? You wash it in cold, right? That's what I've always heard.
I just do whatever.
But I think when I wash my hand knits, I do it in like probably room temperature water. Like it's not hot, but it's not ice cold. It's like a little bit of hot, mostly cold, you know?
Okay,
but I never think about it. I don't know.
We're going to look forward to
everyone's responses.
Some input here.
Yeah, some education.
Tell us what you do.
Yes.
And so like this, after I did this and it got worse, I was just going to like nothing. I wasn't going to weave in the ends.
Yeah.
Because I showed it last time without the ends weaved in, and but I decided today that I steamed it to kind of open it up.
Yeah.
And then I was going to weave in the ends, and I realized I had weaved in the ends. I just hadn't trimmed them yet.
Oh, okay.
So that weaving job got easier real quick.
Nice.
But so steaming is good too for.
Yeah.
Your hand knits, you can steam them. So we're curious, what do you guys do? Do you soak your stuff? Do you?
How long do you soak them?
What's
your reason for soaking
or
a
cold
long time?
Or,
yeah, I'd be curious.
I'm
and
not,
how much of it is fact based on if you do this is what's going to happen,
right?
Versus just you've heard it and you think that's the right way
to do it.
The myth
of the old wives' tale.
Yeah.
I could have researched it, and I'd briefly thought about it, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I figured we'll ask you guys.
That's right.
That's my research.
Yeah, exactly.
I am researching
We're sending it out to the masses.
right now.
That's right. We'll hear back what everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Or knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. And that burgundy wine-colored sweater that I just finished, when I washed that, it bled a lot. But I don't know if it was the mohair that bled or if it was the fingering weight yarn that bled. But it was fine because it was all one color.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about you. I was like, oh man, if this would have been two different colors, like it would have totally,
Like the hat I'm doing, that sleigh hat, I'll show it in a minute, but it's red and white.
Oh, wow.
And
are you worried about it?
Well, now I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Well, I guess we'll jump into that because that was a whip.
Okay.
And I saw this hat on an ad on Instagram from the Kitterly place, the place that puts together kits.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it was a pattern by UU. It's yarn, UU yarn. I know. Okay. I'm not just saying that. It really is. UU. She has the cutest patterns. Oh my gosh.
Fun.
Yeah. She got some really cute patterns. So I decided I wanted to do this reindeer one for the baby, for my granddaughter, who in my head, in my mind, still had a tiny head.
Right.
And like that of a premature baby.
That's right.
Apparently. And so I swatched, I changed needle sizes, I took one of the repeats out, I did all this stuff,
to make it small.
To make it small enough for her.
That's so funny.
And then when she was here, I was like, wow.
Oh, man.
this is not.
Hopefully blocking works wonders.
No, I knew that there was no chance.
Yeah.
With this one, and I'd been so careful with my floats, and also I had looked on YouTube because some people had told us about slip stitch color work, and also the thing about where you do it from the inside or something, but I never did find a tutorial on that. But with the slipping the stitches, I did find, and it's kind of like doing brioche.
Okay.
And it really is nice when you're in a part where, oh my gosh, like a clown, where you're in the part where you're really going back and forth.
Between two different colors.
Yeah, like I can show it on this pattern better. Like up there where it's just constantly back and forth, not where you're having gaps, but it really is faster for me to knit one round with, slipping the stitches and then just knitting that round again with the other color.
Interesting.
Like kind of like you're doing brioche.
Yeah.
But see, I know you mastered this quite a while ago, and I never have.
Oh, Lordy, I don't know about
well, when I do whatever this is called, I don't use both fingers.
Okay.
I just don't know how.
Yeah.
I just use my, because I'm a lefty.
Yep.
And I don't do terrible with managing it, but I do believe that if I could get to where I could do both hands, it would be better.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I can do that.
You totally can, 'cause we used to knit with our right hand.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember
I think you and I used to. Well,
when I first started knitting, I knit like Lori did, where you took it and you wrapped it.
With your right hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you were more of a thrower.
I was a thrower, but I did that with my right hand.
Okay.
But then I just started using this hand just because it was faster for me. So I never did anything with this hand.
Okay, interesting.
I'd like to, though. I mean, I would like
I'll have to show you, because I was never a thrower, but I knit with my right hand. I remember Angelique always saying, you knit with your right finger like I knit with my left.
Yeah.
But she goes, you do it with your right. You don't throw. You keep it on. You keep your hand attached to your knitting at all times. But then I switched to my left hand just because I wanted to know the other way, too, and that's how I knit now. But I'll have to show you, because maybe it's just the way you're holding your yarn. Maybe that's throwing you off
I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this, I was really bummed because I'd gotten almost through the antlers when I had her, and I was like, this isn't going to work. So some people on Instagram suggested that I finish it off and then seam it together, stuff it, seam it together, and make a little toy out of it.
Cute.
So that's not a bad idea. Someone even suggested putting like a rattle in it or something.
Cute.
Or a bell or something. That would be cute. But I think if nothing else, it'll be a good test wash.
So you still wouldn't want to just rip it out and start over?
Oh, I started over.
So, but you wouldn't want to do it again? I'm just saying,
No, I mean...
Oh, you did. Okay. You actually did. Okay.
I really did.
Okay, then never mind. Yes.
Yeah, so... But then I could try at least washing this and see if it's going to bleed.
Yeah.
Or release color.
Well, this is commercial yarn, right?
Well,
usually commercial yarn, you don't have to.
Really?
It's washable. It says so I don't know if you'd have to worry about that.
Interesting.
I mean, who knows? It says cool water. Wash your garment inside out in cold water. Usually commercial yarn, I don't have as much problem with bleeding as I do with indie.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
So I don't know. Other people might have a different opinion. I don't know. So
what makes that commercial?
It's mass produced.
Oh, is it?
It's not made by an indie dyer at home, or somebody that has a small. I don't know. I mean, it's just made by.
When I looked at her website, it looks like it's not a big mass.
Yeah.
But it looks like knit picks.
It does. Yeah. So, I mean, I could be completely wrong.
No, it's got numbers on it. If it has numbers, it's commercial.
It's got to be commercial. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I just haven't had I don't know. I haven't had
no indie dyers has that kind of label.
No, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
These are our standards that we're talking about.
We have no clue what we're talking about. And and I say this, but I feel like I'm speaking out of my rear end because I'm like, I haven't had a ton of experience with yarn dye running or whatever. So I'm kind of speaking out of not knowing.
Oh, I'm just trusting you.
Yeah, just trust me. But I don't think commercial, I don't know. I just don't think, maybe it's the way they set it or I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Okay, so a couple questions here. Number one, does anyone know what the deal with you yarn is?
Yes.
She's got really cute patterns for hats, but we want to know, is this commercial yarn?
I think it is. I mean, it looks like, honestly, something you'd find at, like, Joann's or something, or Michael's or something, which isn't bad. I buy stuff there all the time, but and it's pretty. It's a pretty color. It's fine.
Yeah. It knits nice. I've been happy with how it knits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know what we're talking about.
But yeah, so I did start it over. Mm-hmm.
And so how did you choose a size on this one?
Yeah, so the next time I cast on, I had my granddaughter Tuesday, Wednesday of this last week. So I had this done by Tuesday, and I was so excited because I thought, yay, I'm going to get to see her in it. Yay.
Try it on. Yeah.
So then I cast on again, got the red done, and decided that night, Tuesday night, not to go any further till I could check. Because I did. So this was like something from the pattern. I went even down further from what the pattern said, because the pattern was toddler was the smallest size, and then child teen was the middle, and then adult.
Interesting. So you would think it would fit.
Yeah, so not this one. I mean, granted, this one was my own, You
went down, yeah.
So then the next time I cast on, I did it for the baby size.
Okay.
I mean, not even baby size, toddler size. So I thought that should be fine. She's 7.5 months old.
Right.
So when she was here Wednesday and I put it up, I was like, no.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I had measured her head a couple times, but I just, I'm not great with measurements.
Well, hats can be tricky.
Hats are tricky, I think. So yeah, this is actually the child/teen size.
Wow.
Which, I mean,
it doesn't even look that huge.
And granted, it's the color work, so it is going to be tighter, but I've really tried hard to, constantly be stretching it when I'm knitting it.
I think that'll fit her, though. I do.
This is going to fit
her. We don't care how.
If I have to do whatever.
It's going to fit on her head.
And I just thought this was such a cute pattern.
It's adorable. It's really cute.
I did show. I know if you follow me on Instagram, you definitely saw it because I was posting it. But I just love it.
So cute.
And so I bought enough to do 2.
Fun.
I mean, I bought 2 of each of the 3 different colors, and because I thought, well, I would wear one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were gonna make one for Tony or.
Well, I thought about Tony, but I just wasn't sure that a boy. And I don't mean to be gender specific,
right.
But,
he might be at that age.
I just think he might not be into that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the baby doesn't have a choice.
Exactly.
So
baby's got to wear what you put on.
Exactly. At least while she's at grandma's.
That's right. Exactly. So you get a photo of her, then
that's all
whatever.
I ask people. That's all I want. Nick, Kim, I just want the picture. But now that I've knit this so much,
are you sick of it?
For the one baby hat. I had to take a break from it. It's like, you know what? I'm really starting to hate this.
Yeah.
Not hate it, but I needed a break from it. So I didn't work on it yesterday at all. They're in like New Jersey or something, and we'll see them. We're going to see them the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice.
So I have time.
You do.
I have time to take a break.
You will be able to finish it, no problem.
Oh, yeah, I can finish it without feeling like I have to keep working on it.
It's so nice when you actually know that it's going to fit. It helps you have that motivation to finish it.
I sure hope it
Whenever
does.
I doubt something, it just makes me go, I don't want to work on it.
I know, because you're going to go through all this, and who knows if it's even going to... And that's kind of how it is knitting for... Well, whenever you knit for someone else, you don't know if they're really going to use it.
Right.
And there's something about sending your grandchildren hand knits and then never seeing them in it. You're not thrilled to do it again. But babies grow fast, kids grow fast, they grow out of stuff, and
it's true. You just hope they like it and wear it.
You just hope it gets on her head. I just, like you said, just give me a picture, I'm fine.
I know, I'm the type that I would prefer someone to tell me, please no hand knits, I just ain't into that. I prefer someone to tell me that.
Exactly.
Instead of just being like, oh, thank you, and then never wearing it. Like, I want someone to like what I knit them.
Yeah, definitely.
Not be like, just really polite.
What socks you wearing? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, Costco socks. I'm not wearing yours, but I wear them all the time. I swear, they're super comfy and they actually fit really nice. They're really nice.
Good.
Yes.
Awesome.
I have some socks. It's funny that I knit. I don't even know how long ago, but they're kind of tight on my feet now. I don't know if they shrunk because I just wash my socks in the washer and dryer. But the other day I put on a pair and I was like, man, I I think I'm just gonna get rid of these. Like, I don't
At some point, I was thinking that same thing about some of my socks the other day, because this time of year especially, I wear them every day.
Too. Yeah.
And some of them are getting a little ratty.
Yeah.
I think you have to part with these at some point.
Totally, and just make more.
Yeah.
And the better you get at it, the more, like, the ones you knit me, I'm like, these fit really nice. There's a little bit of room in them, so they feel good. I don't have to crank.
Not cutting off circulation.
Yeah, I don't have to try to pull them on over my ankle.
Because I don't ever want to be the cause of someone's blood not circulating.
That's right.
Well, I can't say that about anybody, but I don't want to be the cause of your blood not circulating.
That's right.
That would be terrible.
Well, good circulation.
Good.
At all times. Yeah.
Okay.
So, awesome.
All right,
so I'm knitting on a couple things. I actually started. I'll wait on that because that's a project. Okay, so I started this sweater, like I told you guys I would. The Chalk Stone by Isabel Kramer.
Oh, right.
And I'm using the Hobium yarns. So this is the sweater, which I think is beautiful. I love the patterning and stuff. The problem is, like, I started knitting it and then I screwed up on the lace section, so then I ripped it out and had to start over.
Like you ripped the whole thing
out?
No,
I just ripped down to the rib.
Okay.
The rib is really long.
I love that color.
I do too, but the thing is, I don't know if I love the feel of this yarn.
Oh.
It's their recycled, 100% recycled wool.
Okay.
I love the color.
Yeah.
And I love the feel of it. I just don't know for this sweater if the lace is going to...
Well, you'd have to wear something under it, right?
Yeah, totally. Okay. I just... okay, so this is what I've got so far. So I've got the rib. It's a bottom up, which is another thing I don't love bottom up sweaters. I like top down so I can try them on. But that lace, I'm just hoping with washing and blocking that it's... And of course, if I did a gauge swatch, I know I would have known.
I gauge swatched my dang hand. It didn't help.
No, exactly. So I don't know, since this is recycled wool, does that mean it's been washed before? And this is as soft as it's going to get?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So it made me wonder. I was like...
So it might not get softer.
And it's soft, so I don't... Because, I think that's pretty soft. That's not like a rustic, too rustic.
It's not real rustic.
Yeah, but it's not cashmere, obviously. You know what I mean? So, and I like rustic, but I wonder for this sweater... Is it going to drape well? Is it going to... And again, I know with gauge swatch that would have been all solved.
Well, it wouldn't be all solved, because when you do a gauge swatch, it's not like you're working your way through the lace pattern. Right. So you don't really know how it's going to
I could have gauge swatched the lace.
And washed it.
I could.
Yeah, but we don't do that.
But I don't do that. So I love, like, I ripped out the lace, and I was, like, pretty far into the lace and went back. So the fact that I went back means I do like this pattern enough. It's just, I hope that, I don't know, like, I like the way in the picture it really kind of drapes.
Okay,
so I don't know if this is going to be kind of stiff.
Right.
Like, this would be an awesome pullover, just stockinette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I see what you mean.
But for lace, I just don't know if it's really going to show off. But it might.
I think it would show fine. I just don't know if it's going to have the drape that you're wanting.
Yeah. But it could if it's big enough. I mean, like, if it's big enough, I think it will.
Anything drapes if it's big enough, really. Burlap sacks do. Just keep going.
It's so true.
Yeah, you're good.
So if it's a potato sack on me, it'll be great.
It's a great colored potato sack.
It is. I love this color. It's kind of a tweedy, I don't know, what do you call it? Like a deep, like
an eggplant.
Eggplant,
yeah,
yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful color. I enjoy knitting with it. So I've enjoyed it. So it's just I'll show you another skein of their yarn because this is a different color, but it's the same stuff. So it's just wool, and it's 100% recycled wool. So that's the thing. I don't know what kind of wool it is.
And what exactly recycled means.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Did they go to Goodwill and find a bunch of sweaters? Probably not.
I don't know. Which then makes me think it's probably been washed.
I know, but really, how does a company sell recycled wool?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does that mean it was originally their wool?
Yeah. I don't know.
They wouldn't use someone else's wool.
Right.
There's got to be more to this story.
Yes. We need to get to the bottom of this,
do.
which we won't. But
someone will tell us.
Somebody will tell us. Please tell us.
And we'll just believe what they say.
So I like it. I don't know, when I've been knitting this, I'm like...
Now, are you planning on using that color in that sweater?
No, unless I run out.
Oh, okay. Because they look really pretty together.
They are pretty. I just don't know how I would incorporate.
Right.
I already did the bottom ribbing.
You do the sleeves.
I could do the sleeves,
funny.
but then I don't know.
But you should do it.
Sure, why not? So anyway, I enjoy the pattern, Chalkstone. It's a really pretty pattern by Isabel Kramer, and I'm enjoying knitting it. Obviously, I ripped out a ton and got it all back on the needles, which I was worried about because I tried fixing my mistake. I think it was a yarn over that I didn't knit, and so then it dropped down. But I didn't know which row I was on, and it was like, good. I'm just gonna rip it out. But then part of me too thought, what if I knit that with mohair? Then the mohair would soften it slightly. Yes. But then it would fill in the lace, so you wouldn't see the lace as much. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was something else I was contemplating. But I think it would. I think that mohair would fill in that lace, and then it would really be, you wouldn't see that lace very well, you know?
I don't know.
So I think I'll keep going with it. But there's another sweater I'm knitting that has my total heart, soul, and mind.
Oh, okay. So this is just kind of, second rate. It's like,
Yeah, it's when I have time.
Everything I was going to say, I decided not to.
Oh, all right. What were you gonna say?
I was going to refer to it as like your old wife and your new sweater is your young mistress. Oh, but why would I even go in that direction?
I don't know.
I don't either. It's like not a part of my life. Anyway, moving on. Mm-hmm. I don't think I had these cast on. I think I just got this yarn.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
So I did the toes in an alpaca, and then this yarn is the Savvy Skeins. No, it's not. Oh. No, yes it is. That was something else. Right. Savvy Skeins Venice Beach Optimum DK. Nice. So that one that's to there, and I don't remember the name of the pattern. But it's just a simple.
Oh, interesting. That's pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I do like how the yarn looks, I think, better in stockinette. I just think the colors show up better.
Yeah.
But I think this is fun and it's different.
It's very pretty. I think it's a nice texture.
Yeah, it is a nice texture. So these I'm just doing casually. I'm in no hurry. They're so that I have a sock for when I go somewhere that I need a sock.
I know, it's funny, how people talk about how they have like a project in the car. I've never done that, but the last several days I've been like early getting to my daughter's school, and I've just been sitting in the car, and usually I let him watch something on my phone, so I don't even have my phone available. So I'm just like sitting there waiting, and I thought, you know what, I think I need to start putting a sock in the car.
I totally have, not even this, I have a sock, and it's great yarn. It's a Nomadic Knits colorway that I really liked, but it's just in a ball sack out there. It just is in the car for emergencies.
Yeah, and I think I need to do that because I hate just sitting there.
No, when you get stuck somewhere. Yeah. Sorry, my foot hurts.
Uh-oh.
I just thought I don't even usually have shoes on up here, but my foot,
Is your sock too tight? Is it?
No, look at that. It's nice and loose. My blood is circulating. It isn't that. It's my arch.
Oh,
because I have flat feet.
Oh, interesting. So your arch aches?
It does.
Okay.
Right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
My husband has super flat feet. And I've always heard that with people that don't have much of an arch. Like, I'm curious, like, not that I want to know what that feels like, but I'm like, I don't get it.
Why is this happening to you?
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking my shoes off.
So if you wore heels.
I can't.
So your arch would hurt even more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My back would just hurt, and I'd fall over.
Okay.
I used to wear, like back in the 80s when I worked in a bank and had to dress up and stuff, I'd wear the big heels, Yeah. I can't. I wore to Nick and Kim's wedding, just barely little heels, and I looked drunk, and I didn't drink anything, so I can't do heels.
Drunken stepmother.
Exactly. The stories that could be told. Actually, the funny thing is, I was one of the few that weren't drinking.
Oh, nice.
The other side of the family drinks way more than I do, or than we do.
Yeah. You were the sober ones.
Always.
That's funny. Well, what else are you?
I'm still trying to unzip my boot.
I'll go to my beloved sweater in my ink bags.
Yeah.
Which I love this bag. Okay, so
is this the one that you're really in love with?
Yes, I am in love. So this is the Turtle Dove by Espostrico.
Oh yeah,
Melissa. Turtle Dove. I don't know how to pronounce it. But everyone's knitting it. I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people are knitting it right now.
Nice.
So they use the Woolfolk.
Oh, yeah,
it's not far. It's Woolfolk Luft. Yeah, Luft. I don't know how you pronounce it. I want every sweater in this yarn now because it is so fluffy. Like, feel that.
Oh my gosh.
It is like butter.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah. So
what is
the
this?
Top down. This is the neck.
Oh, I was going to say.
It's like a slight turtleneck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking bottoms up, and I was going to say.
That's tiny. Planning on losing 100 pounds between that.
Okay.
And my waist ain't that, by far. So it's top down, but this stuff is
it's awesome.
The softest. It's like the best.
Color again.
I know.
It's just,
I love it. It's like I want to like rub my face in it and just like make a pillow out of it. But anyway, this stuff is a dream. It is. I want every sweater in it.
Is it a single ply?
I think so. It's the air,
It's the airy stuff, yes.
So, anyway, today I had to go to Starlight before I came here to get more.
Good for you.
And they only had one skein left, so I had to special order.
So
they're local to us. They
are
local to us. Yes, I looked at the yarn. It was pretty. I think I have a hair in my mouth. But anyway, so they ordered more for me.
Okay.
So it'll be coming in, but I got one skein at least. But this yarn is like...
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I love it because it's like it's almost like you're knitting with mohair, but you don't because it's got that halo to it
and that softness.
Oh my gosh, the softness!
I would love it if I lived somewhere that it was cold enough that I could wear this because this is going to be so toasty.
No, but people talk about how it's light. It's very light. It doesn't weigh a ton. And it's pretty airy.
Really?
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's my new favorite.
It's gorgeous.
I love it.
I love it too.
Oh my gosh. So this has been fun to knit on. Like, I just want to keep knitting on it. And now that I only have one skein and I don't know when that order's coming in, I was asking her, I was like, so will it be in like 2 days or what? And she was like, well, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm like, they're local. Can I just like
Calm
go there?
Down, Leslie.
Can I go there and just pick up the yarn?
Yeah. So it wasn't an option. They didn't give you an
I don't know.
address.
They told me where they're at, but I don't know if that's even.
Well, where are they?
She told. I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's all new to me.
I don't know if it's something where you can actually go there and get their yarn.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I love that they're local because their stuff is like phenomenal.
Yeah.
So and to me this yarn is a type 2 that it would cover any mistakes you might make. I haven't made any yet, but I feel like it's just oh my gosh. It's like amazing.
I love that color.
It's amazing.
And it does. It's one of those things that when you're knitting with, it just feels so good.
It does. It feels so soft. And it's not splitty because it is just a whatever you want to call that. So there's no splitting. It's just so fun. I love it. So this is what I want to knit on. Like, I want to finish it. Like, because I want to wear it.
Yeah.
I even told myself, I'm like, I'm finishing it by Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
now
a bold
I won't.
statement.
Well,
yeah,
I won't
because
I have to wait for the yarn.
Yeah,
but
that's a bummer.
But I seriously am going to look at every pattern now and go, can I use Woolfolk?
Yeah.
If I can use Woolfolk, I'm going to use it because it's amazing. So my dilemma now between going from that to the other yarn that's just recycled wool.
It would feel very different.
It's not rough yarn, but it's not like
when you compare it to that.
So,
yes.
But they'll be totally different sweaters. I mean, they're just a different look and I feel like I have hair in my mouth.
Well, you do because of that hair.
I do.
That mohair-y stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of mohair, I know I had this started and I don't think that I really made any progress. I may have gotten a little further with the black, but I don't think I even did. So, but I wanted to show it just because it's so lovely. It is. Just, I love mohair.
I do too. I know, I'm obsessed.
It's going to be so...
But it's funny, have you knit anything with mohair and like another yarn, or have you just knit with mohair?
Yes, my Quebec hat.
Okay, because I was going to say, I feel like I've never knit just strictly with mohair.
Well, I'll jump ahead to a finished object because this is just mohair.
Yeah.
This is I think it's called Windswept Cowl.
That sounds right.
I had started it just in the Slutty Pumpkin from Traveling Yarn.
Yeah.
And I wasn't entirely sure I was going to stick with it just because it was so orange.
Yeah.
And then I pulled out it's Gunmetal by Barnyard Knits. Yeah. And I did that and I just was like, this is awesome. It's
amazing.
I loved how this changed this.
Yes.
And so I had done that set. This was like the first, you do 4 repeats of, this pattern part. So I had done this. Then I did that, and then I decided to just alternate the last, mix them up the last 2.
It's awesome.
And it feels awesome. It's not too heavy. Yep. It lays nice.
That's amazing.
I just want to do lots of mohair now.
Me too.
It's like, it's perfect.
I love mohair.
So I was very happy that I didn't frog this whole thing.
No.
And I never would have remembered that I had that barnyard dark one if I hadn't just gone through all my yarns. So
that's wise to do. It did. I love that.
Thanks.
That's beautiful.
I do.
That's so fluffy.
Oh, and so I was going to pull it out when you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a ton of lace work, but there is a little bit you can see. So do you think those holes get filled in?
No, I don't.
You know, but I don't know if it would be different when you have it with a yarn.
A thicker yarn? Yeah, I don't know. I think it would fill in more with a thicker yarn. But with that, it's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if
so
you guys can
pretty.
See
it's subtle, but it's very pretty. You can definitely see it. Yeah.
Sorry. And I just hold it. I have no idea what the camera sees. I'm just
know.
holding it up there. We don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
So, nice.
So fun. It makes me want to do something with just mohair.
Yeah.
I need to get more mohair though. I only have like probably 3 skeins of mohair, maybe. So I need to add to my stash.
Well, I've definitely noticed that it's like all the dyers are dyeing it up now, and it takes dye so beautifully.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You know how some, like I love how some yarns take colors so deep and beautiful.
Totally.
And then some of them it just doesn't look as good on, you know.
It's true.
Like I feel like silk doesn't take it as good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. But the mohair takes it so nice.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Okay, what's that?
Okay, so this is my Brunswick by Marie Green, which I love, but I've not worked on it at all.
Okay.
But I do think I'm either so this is what I'm debating. I'm debating either
ripping it out.
Put it aside until spring. Because it really is like a spring top. It's short sleeved, but I could wear a jean jacket over it. So it could be wintry. Or rip it out and strand it with mohair. Oh boy,
well, pull it out. Let's see how far you are.
Well, I haven't done anything since
I know, but I don't remember.
So it's pretty. I mean, I've already split for the sleeves. It's top down. I've not added in that second color yet. So.
Do you think you would love it so much more with the mohair?
Yeah.
Then I would do that.
Yeah. Just because I like a really drapey top. I don't like I feel like this will fit. It should fit. It should. But it's not going to fit the way I like. It's not going to flow like the way that I like a shirt or a sweater to flow.
And you think that adding the mohair in would make it do that?
Well, it's going to have to go on bigger needles. So it's going to totally change like the weight. Like this calls for fingering weight to do this sweater, and it's going to change it to what? I mean, it depends on what weight of mohair I add to it, you know?
Oh.
So it's going to completely change like this. So I'll have to go up a couple needle sizes and stuff, which I've never really done. I've always done what kind of the pattern calls for, so it would be an experiment.
Interesting.
But I think I don't know. I just don't think I could go wrong. I mean, I could, but I think
what could go wrong?
What could possibly
changing
go
needle
wrong?
Sizes,
adding mohair. Yeah. I mean, to me, I like something to fit bigger rather than small. Obviously, so to me, it's like if it's just a little big. Oh well.
And I didn't even think about that with the pattern, because what I saw was, I love that bottom, how it's coming together with.
And it does. You know, it does. It's what, A-shaped or whatever, A-line shaped. So it does get bigger at the bottom, which I like that. But we all know I'm bigger busted. So I feel like, is it going to fit too form-fitting around here? You know? So to me, the mohair will soften it. It'll make it drape more because it'll be on bigger needles. And so I think I would enjoy it more.
What color mohair would you think you'd use?
Well, that's the thing. I think with this, I'd probably do a white or a cream. Yeah. And then with the other color that I'm adding, I would probably get like a burgundy.
Okay.
You know, to strand with that.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what I'll do, because right now it's fine knitting it, but the other thing I have with it is I feel like on fingering weight yarn, it's taking me flipping forever. It's just taking forever, and I look at my other sweaters that are on bulkier weight yarn, and I feel like I can
those done so fast.
Yeah, and I like it. I like the way it fits.
Yeah.
And so with this, it just takes me forever, and I'm not looking forward to it, and so I want to look forward to it. I want to really like it, and I just. And the thing is, too, I feel like if I strand it with mohair, it gives me more options as far as if I want to change it into a long sleeve, I could. I mean, I could do that here, too, but to me it looks, I don't like fingering weight sweaters on my arms I just don't.
Okay.
Because
but
they're
with
more,
mohair.
but with mohair and bigger needles, it's
Mm-hmm.
going to fit looser like I like.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just my thought process. But I'm not gravitating towards this, and I like the pattern. I think it's beautiful. So I think it has to be just that I like
You're just
something.
on the mood right
Yeah,
now.
I think I like something with mohair. I like everything with mohair. So I think I will like it way better with mohair. So that is my thinking.
So
but then
stay tuned.
But then I'll have to get more yarn, I think. Maybe not, though. Because it'll be a bigger gauge. So then I'll have to change like the measurements of how things, So maybe I won't need more yarn. Because I think if you go up a couple needle sizes and stuff, I think
I get confused.
I don't know. I'm confused.
I have to
think it through.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I'm going to do. We shall see. And on the C-train cowl, I've not touched, so I left that at home.
Oh.
I'm still debating whether to rip that whole thing out too.
Seriously.
Just because I love the wool folk by itself.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't need mohair with it.
This
because
thing
it's
keeps getting caught.
Because it's already fluffy, So I feel like mixing with mohair, it changes the color of the wool folk, and I like the wool folk, the color it is. It's that light pink.
I remember. So you do have that one with the mohair.
With mohair. Right. Yeah, and that's what it calls for.
Oh,
but to me, I'm like, it's already so fluffy already.
Yes.
Maybe I would just go up another needle size, which I already did go up a needle size. And I know I would enjoy knitting it better if it was just the wool folk.
You would.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Because it seems like you're so close. Not so close to being done, but it seems like you are somewhat close to being done.
I don't know. I think it's still another skein or two.
Oh.
Got to go through.
Then you probably should just.
So I don't know.
Undo everything you've done. Pretty much like being my hat.
Do something else. I don't know. So I hate when knitting is when you question yourself so much,
Yes.
Like I like when I like the turtle dove sweater. I love it. I love everything about it. I'm confident that it's gonna fit, Yeah. So I hate when you have a project that you're kind of like, what do I do? Do I rip it out?
Yeah. And once you have that thought, you're pretty much
you start questioning. Yeah, exactly. And with the C-train cowl, I know once it was done, I would love it, but it's not fun to knit. I'm just kind of bored. So
my sashimi or
whatever.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
No, not horrible, but
what happened?
I'd set it aside, because I was working on the hat so much and the socks and stuff. And then I picked it up, and I was pretty sure. I mean, I was on a right side, or color A side, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
And I started knitting, and when I got to one of the sections between the brioche and here, I did a row of the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And when I first did it, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes from garter to stockinette. So, when I
did 2 rows of stockinette or something.
I did something, but when I first looked at it, I was like, because it wasn't showing the stockinette yet. It was just showing. I thought that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So I looked at it again. And I was like, oh no, it's fine, because on this section I didn't do that. I did it right.
Oh, okay.
And so when I went to look back to check myself, I checked the side that I'd done it right on.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, so it's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So I just kept going, and then I got to looking at it, and I realized, no, on this side of it, I did do it wrong. Okay. And so I have to unknit 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and there's a lot of stitches, and so I'm sad about that, because
where will that hit you when you wear it? Do you know?
You think just leave it?
Well, that's the thing. It's like if it's only too little, and the pattern is busy enough that will anybody really notice?
Well,
I mean, honestly, it's busy enough. You've got 2 colors
you might
going
be right,
on.
because at first I was thinking. That was my first thought, was just leave it, because I've already unknit a couple of times, and I'm like, oh God, I'm just going to set this aside because this is depressing.
Yeah.
I thought, could I just leave it? But then I thought, no, with all this work, how could I possibly do that? How could I just leave that?
Right.
But you know what?
I mean, where's the top?
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So this...
So that's your arm.
Yeah, it's on the back side right there.
See, I don't even... If you hold it back, I mean, I see it because you've shown me. But I don't think the average person would notice it. I mean, it just depends if it's going to bother you. But I think you have enough busyness going on.
I hope I don't tear anything off of here.
Please don't.
And then with the shawl that I have on is not helping. But, Yeah, I think you might be right. It might not be worth.
Where's your other needle?
No.
I'm just kind of freaking out.
Well, here's one here.
Okay, good. Okay. So I saw one. I was like, where's the other one? I mean, I don't know. It's hard because it's so gorgeous that I'm like, oh, it just depends. I don't know.
I hadn't even really seriously considered leaving it until you just were saying that. But you're right. I mean,
it's busy enough.
Oh, and the other thing is that it's going to show more on the wrong side than it does looking at it. I don't think it shows as much looking at it here as it does on this side.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the inside?
Yeah, the inside of the pattern would be over here.
Okay, so this is the outside.
This is
the side that's going to show to the public.
Right.
And see, I don't even see
really,
it.
I don't see it. Is that the right side?
Oh, maybe. Oh, there. It's there. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's like, wow, it looks
great.
Don't
bother. Don't bother. It's fine. Okay, so let's try that again. So even at that, does that make it on the front, though? That does. It makes it on the... front. Oh, it's all the same. So it's all this. Okay, so that... See it at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I can definitely see it, but it's hard.
I'm probably, because of all the work that this is, I'm probably going to fix it.
I know. That's the thing. I mean, it's funny how some knits that aren't as, and it's not that has been complicated for you, but it looks very, very intricate.
That's a lot of stitching.
Yeah, so you almost are like, no, this has to be perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Whereas if it's something like just a sock, you're like, meh, who cares?
Exactly. Because you're going to knit 100 more of them.
Exactly. But
I'm
this is like...
not going to keep knitting these.
Yeah. But that's like your magnum opus.
Yeah.
Knitting. But it's really not, because it hasn't been horribly hard for you.
No.
But it's still something that it took a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. It's a lot of material.
And it's beautiful yarn. You love it.
Beautiful yarn.
Yeah.
And so I'll just go back. It's just, that's depressing.
It is.
Because like each row that you're undoing now takes as long as it took to go forward.
Yes.
And so this is not fun.
I hear you. That would not be cool.
What are you going to do?
I know.
And I don't want to, because I thought, you know what? I'm just setting this aside for a while.
It's in timeout.
But it's like, this is the time of year I'd like to get it done.
I know, and it's beautiful.
I don't want to pull it out in April.
I think you'll wear the heck out of it once you finish it.
Too,
yeah, so it's worth it. And the thing is, if your eye keeps going to it, you just know it's going to bug you. You know, it's always going to be in the back of your head that shoulda, woulda, coulda, should have ripped it out. So,
are you working on anything else?
I'm working on, but I have not worked on this, but I did get yarn for it, so it was kind of community service. So this is the Ido, I don't know, by Melody Hoffman. It's a shawl with this really rustic yarn. So I'll just show it really quick because...
I love your pile there.
I know. So you have to have 6 colors. Okay. And I already have a lot of this pink. My only dilemma with this is you're supposed to like... not gradiate, because the colors are going... Well, kind of gradiate, I guess. Because, I mean, the pattern... You can buy a kit from the Woolly Thistle. I think that's where I got this. You can buy their kit for the pattern that Melody used. And it does kind of go from lighter to darker and stuff. But... that kit was sold out. And I liked her colors, but I already had this pink, and I love pink. So I put together my own 6 colors.
And this is the yarn it calls for?
Yes, this is the yarn it calls for, just not the colors. Okay. But so part of me is like, do I rip out this? I'll show you guys the colors I got, and I don't know. This is definitely not the lightest color, so I don't know if I should go from darkest to, anyway. So I don't know. These are the colors I ordered. So, and I don't think it says what color it is. It doesn't. So anyway, I don't know what this is called. But it's like a, I don't know, taupey color. This one I thought was really pretty. It's like a navy, a really pretty navy blue. And then this is that wine burgundy.
Okay, I'll be the whole, I'll be the Vanna of your...
It's like the burgundy. And then this is like a light blue, like a sky blue, so lighter than the denim. And then this is a gray.
Those are going to be so awesome together.
I love them. And the way she has you change colors... You add a little bit of the next color whenever you want, periodically.
Like just a few stitches.
Yeah, and then eventually you change to that color totally, and then the next color you kind of... So it's really cool how it works.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily have to go from lightest... I mean, I can do it however I want, obviously. But I just don't know if starting with the pink, if I should have started with, like, the taupey color. Yeah. And then maybe go into the, I don't know, the dark gray.
Do you only do one change each, or are you mixing them back and forth?
I think you just do one change each. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm still like I've tried laying them out and it doesn't like make sense to me. I'm not good at that kind of thing. And so I just ordered colors that I thought were pretty. And I was like, mentally, I was trying to look at them in the picture online going, I think these kind of
Did you go into
together.
The finished projects to see
No, I didn't do that. Yeah, I should have done that.
Well,
that
you still can.
I still can.
You still can.
And then order more.
It's not over yet. No, I just mean to get an idea of how you might like, because I'm sure you'll find other similar shades of different colors.
Yeah, true, because there's only so many shades of this stuff. Yeah. So it's true. I'm trying to think like I could see going from pink to burgundy, but then I'm like, but that's not a great. That's not
personally,
a
I'd want it to go to one of these.
Okay, and then what?
And then from one of those, probably have a little bit of the But see, I like contrast.
I know,
so,
and you can do it however you want. Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, there's no.
That's why
rule.
I look at Ravelry and see what other people have done.
That's a good idea. You're smart.
I'm just brilliant.
This is why I come to you.
Astonishing people everywhere.
You blow my mind every time.
I do.
Yes. So it's a beautiful pattern. I really like it.
I want to see that pattern again because I don't remember it.
So it's big and woolly.
I don't know if I'd want to do that yarn, but it looks like something you could do with a mohair or something.
You can do whatever you want. So it's a beautiful pattern.
And what's funny is I think I had that written of your stuff that I try to add notes to, but I don't remember if I ever added it.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. So I've not touched this in the last 2 weeks because I was waiting for the yarn, and of course it came in like the day after we podcasted.
Oh, so maybe you didn't talk about that last time.
I don't know. AIT.
AIT.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's O.
O?
I think it is. Ado. Ada? I don't know. It
okay. I'm just going to have to look it up.
Yeah, sorry.
AIT.
Let's see if she has it written somewhere else.
I'll find it.
It'll come up. But so anyway, I love rustic wools, and I've had this pink yarn forever, and I've been wanting to knit something with it. I thought about a sweater. I had a sweater cast on one time with this, and
but you know, in my head, I was thinking, I've been picturing that cowl that you were talking about as being that yarn, but that's a different pink.
Yeah, it's a different pink,
different yarn,
and it's wool folk. Yeah, okay. yeah. So this is just what is this? 80. Yeah, so the yarn is whatever it's called. Floatalopi.
Right, so the guy from Vikings.
Yeah, it's Icelandic, made in Iceland. So I love that kind of rustic yarn. I mean, it definitely won't be the softest shawl, but it'll definitely be warm, and I like that kind of stuff.
What I like is that it'll hold, I don't have the right words for this.
Yeah.
But like the shisui is nice and like drapey and stuff, but I kind of wish I wish it could be like not as but still super soft.
Yeah.
Because it seems like those hold their shape better versus
definitely.
These are just kind of like, they always look super relaxed.
Yeah.
Whereas those are like more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean? Yeah, they're a little bit more stiffer. For sure.
So I want soft stiffness or stiff softness. I'm not sure how to achieve that.
I don't either.
And I don't think we should even take that conversation any further. I'm just saying that, like...
Now, what would your reasoning be for wanting that? Like, are you looking for something that just has more form?
Maybe, more structure. More structure? Looking.
Okay.
But I don't really like that.
I know.
I know.
Because I'm like thinking like for sweaters, I really like drape and just loosey-goosey. But I guess for shawls... Maybe shawls, I do like more of a rustic form, like something that's going to just like hug you and stay on you and not slip off and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
I just think visually, when they don't look so slinky, it just looks like nice.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel that way.
Right, yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of like, the best way I can say this is I think that a nice starched, stiff, highly pressed uniform looks great.
Well, any uniform.
But I don't want to wear it.
A man in any uniform.
No, I'm not talking about on a man. I'm just saying, I mean, but I'm just saying that even on a hanger.
Right.
It looks nice when it's, very like...
Yeah. Chiseled and...
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't want to wear it.
Right. It doesn't feel the best. Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's kind of like all the things in my life. I want the worked
order
out
and
version.
perfection,
yes.
and
I just don't want to put the work into it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's interesting.
Could I sound any lazier?
No, but it's something to think about though, because it's like it's interesting because some things you want to be, I don't know. It's just interesting because I love rustic and I appreciate rustic, but then there's certain things where I'm like, no, I want it super soft and super drapey and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know where that line is.
Right, because I can't think of anything that I would prefer having, because I don't like that feeling of the rustic. I want everything that's on me to be soft.
Soft and squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that non-soft and squishy looks nice.
Looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so maybe I'm more like, I like the look of it more than I like the feel of it.
Maybe.
And I love knowing it's from Iceland. To me, that's like cool to think that I'm knitting with wool. From rustic wool. Iceland. Yeah, it just, I don't know, I like that kind of, I don't know, naturalness. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway.
I did a leaf on my lefty.
Ooh.
Nice. So I thought, I'm showing it.
You are showing it.
Owning it.
There's a work in progress.
That's right. So, see,
it is growing. It's so pretty, though.
I decided,
why do you not knit more on that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And so when I did this last night, I was like, this is fun. I like doing these little things. They're cute.
Yeah.
And the yarn, what really inspired me to pick it up was the yarn. The black is just Miss Babs, but these different minis are Evil Little Goat.
Fun.
And again, I still have her on my mind.
I know, I do too, all the time.
I sent her mail. I sent her a card to her address that we've exchanged mail with her from. Just reaching out in hopes that it finds its way to her. If she's still somewhere that it can find its way to her,
right?
At least then maybe I'll hear back from her, or at least she'll know that we're thinking of her and we care that we don't hear from her anymore.
Totally.
And if it gets returned to me at some point, then I'll know. Okay, she's not living there anymore. But it's really bothers me.
No, it totally bothers me too. I was thinking about doing that pinguono, and I was looking at different yarns, and I was picking through her yarn, and I was like, it's cool to think about the pinguono because you're using a ton of different yarns held together, and it's this big thing. Yeah. And I was like, how cool is it to knit with all this yarn from people that I love and dyers that I,
That would be a fun thing to have all these different.
Yeah. But I was just thinking of her, and I was like, I definitely want to use some of her yarn in there, but.
Well, and I'm a worst case scenario person.
I know, me too.
So in my mind, she's dead.
I know.
And I really hope she's not, but I always think worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, it's just odd for someone to not communicate to anyone, and we don't know, nobody knows.
I contacted someone out at one of the yarn shops that carries her yarn. Just to see if they, and same situation,
really?
Just haven't heard from her, so.
Wow.
I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I end up hearing back anything. Yes. If I get, I just have the sinking feeling that maybe it'll end up back to me at some point saying return to sender, not at this address.
Not. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's why I picked that up last night and started working on it, because I was like, okay, I need a break from the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I screwed up my sashui or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I went to that and just thought, it would be fun to do.
It's a cool shawl.
It really is.
I want to knit. That's called the Lefty?
Yeah. Martina Bem, I think.
Martina Bem. I like her. Yeah, she has some great patterns.
Yeah.
As always. Fun.
Well, we got some gifts in the mail from our friends over at the Naughty Knitting Sacks.
Yep.
They had contacted us and offered to send us some bags, so...
I do think it was very humorous. I have to say it.
Please do.
Michelle was like, they want to gift us, she wants to gift us, one of her bags, so go on her site and pick one. So I found one right away, and I was looking at the pictures, and there was like boobs inside this beautiful fabric. I was like, okay, well, I'll do a different one. Looked at another one. There's bunnies. Having a lot of fun and making more bunnies.
Fornicating is what we call it.
So then I went to another one, and it was skeletons having a little too much fun. Yeah. So it was
the bunnies are adorable.
They're cute bunnies. Oh, all bunnies are cute. Have you ever seen an ugly bunny?
I don't know, but I've never watched them doing it.
Yeah.
But I haven't been around a lot of, animals.
Yeah, it's funny how bunnies procreate so quickly and rapidly, but yet you never see it. I don't see it happening.
They're probably really fast when they do it.
They must be. I guess so. Yeah, because I have bunnies everywhere in my neighborhood.
You do?
They're all over the place.
Really?
Yes. We always have them in our driveway. Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How funny is that?
And so, but I never see them, having fun. So anyway, I picked, probably one of the more boring bags. I mean, it's cute. I think the fabric's really cute, but inside there's nothing. Nobody's getting it on. So, but I just thought it was hilarious. I showed my husband. He was cracking up because I was like, I don't have bags that have skeletons doing it or, So, but thank you very much for the cute bag. I love the acorns. I thought it was perfect for fall. So this is probably, we were talking probably like maybe a sock size.
That should be one sock.
One sock, yeah. So it's, or notions, hat. Or you could, or a hat. A hat would work.
Yeah.
But anyway, her shop is Naughty Knitting Sacks. And she lives in Cumming, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what inspired the whole.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. So
yeah.
So if you like naughty interiors of your bags,
yeah,
she is your lady.
She might even have some that are on exteriors.
She could. I'm sure she could make one for you.
Yeah, that's true.
She would probably be happy to make one for you.
I thought the things were cute,
They were cute. They were just, it shocked me because the first one I picked the exterior fabric was beautiful. It was like, I think it was like floral or something. And then the interior fabric, at first I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's boobs. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I that's just not for me, but for other people, it's great.
Funny.
And it reminded me I need a mammogram, so I didn't like it after that.
And have you done that?
No, I haven't. I don't know if I'm at that age where I have to have it. 40.
You need your baseline.
Baseline? Yeah. Okay.
And you should just do it.
I know, and I'm not scared to go get it done.
Right,
it's just for me, it's one of those things where I watch Ev full time, so I'm like, when do I fit that in? And my mom would have to come watch him or come with me.
Well, and I was going to tell you, do it when your mom can come over, and I can go get Emmy if it doesn't work out time-wise. Because you need to get it done. I scheduled my colonoscopy.
Good for you. And Bob's came back. His poop came back good.
Oh, good.
So he's good for a year. And I talked to him about what you said about, and he was like, no, I'll just poop every year.
Yeah, well, whatever. We got input on that from other people as well. Some people that had made appointments and
that's good
stuff. So yay,
that's very
we got to
good.
take care of ourselves.
Yes, for sure.
So I got this one, the Harry Potter Marauders map.
Yes.
Not only I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Yes.
And I love maps.
Yes.
I mean, I love maps just in general. But
why do you love maps? Like,
really?
I'm just curious.
You don't? I love maps.
But what do you love? I mean, like, to say you love something, like, what?
Well, first of all, you say that I love everything. So there's another thing I like a lot.
No, it's just love seems pretty strong. Like, what about
I
maps?
am attracted to maps. Well, because for one thing, they're just cool. Like, whether you're looking at a map of the world and you get to see where everything is.
Okay.
Or you're looking at more specifically a town, seeing how it's, like how the streets are all engineered and where things are. I just think they're fun. Okay. I like maps.
They're fun.
It never occurred to me that
on a Friday night I might come over and you're like looking at maps.
Why not?
All right. Okay.
Saturday nights too. Maybe even a Wednesday night.
Wow.
I mean, it's just
getting risky.
And now I've got one right on my bag.
She's going to be studying this like crazy.
Maps are cool. What's
awesome.
wrong with you?
Hey, it's to each his own. It's all right. It's okay. I just don't think I'd say I love maps.
Really?
Yeah, I mean maps are maps.
Okay. So do you enjoy looking at like maps to see where you don't, do you? Okay.
Nope.
I'm curious.
I do love I love like historical pictures. Like if I see historical pictures of like Oregon City or like where
those are fun too. Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I love history, that kind of thing. Yeah. But to look at a map, I'm just like, I don't know. I always question like, is it really accurate? Is this fact or is this just somebody's made up? I don't know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do. I question
you're
maps.
Curious whether maps are accurate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because even the globe is changing, you know what I mean? Like, I heard once, because, I was you were a homeschooler too, but I bought my girls a globe, and I remember their educational specialist at the time was like, well, globes are always changing. Like she said they're not, as soon as you buy it, it's not accurate anymore. And I was like, oh.
Governments change, boundaries change, things like that. But
and so then it just started making me question everything. You know?
Well,
what's real? What's
it's not that they make it up. It's just that over time, different wars and stuff, things change.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay,
I'm not in love with maps.
If you guys can get back to us and tell us if you like maps.
But if you're in love with maps, you might have a chance to win this one. So you can study your little heart out.
That's right.
Although it's not even really a map. Is it a map?
Well, remember from the books, it's like the things disappear depending on where they're at. So kind of like what you're talking about.
Yeah. Changing all the time.
That's right.
So anyway, this is. Are we going to use this as a giveaway today?
Sure, let's.
Okay, so.
And I think the prompt should just be, how do you feel about maps?
Yeah, tell us how you really feel about maps.
Yeah.
Would you spend a Friday evening with a glass of wine studying maps, or do you have better things to do with your time?
Better things to do?
I don't know. I just think it's interesting that you love maps. It's
and
something I didn't know about you.
As art on a wall?
True. I mean, my sister used to have a map hanging in her house, but I didn't find myself being like...
Cards with maps on them? Yeah, they're cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Christmas gifts are opening up for me now
all these
on
years
what to
together.
Get her.
And
we're
still learning new things about each other.
I know. It's a lifelong
sending each other new
discovering.
emojis and finding out new
That's
things.
right. That's right. Wow.
Okay, there you have it.
You always surprise me. You're just full of surprises.
I am just a bag of surprises, aren't I?
So what is her first name? Do we know her first name?
I can't tell you that right now.
So thank you for the
thank you.
That was very sweet. Very sweet.
In fact, I haven't even sent her a message that they got here. I think they just got here yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was actually, because some other people gave us some patterns.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it was even the last ones that I hadn't said thank you yet. And I was on my laptop trying to reply, and I got the circle of doom.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, I just walked away. So I did try to be nice and polite.
Well, and sometimes I respond. If somebody gifts me a pattern, I'll respond. But then it's like, I'll get a message back. No, you responded to the wrong. You responded to Ravelry instead of to them personally. And so I'm always like, so I always look at it like, okay, well, if I did send it right, awesome. If I don't, then on this podcast, is hopefully they know us from the podcast, and I'm thanking them.
And know that
too.
We are thankful.
We are thankful.
Get confused.
For sure. We do. We do. Because to me, I feel like I should just be able to respond to an email, but if it goes to Ravelry, then it doesn't get to that. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, thank you so much for letting us choose the sacks. So check out her shop, Naughty Knitting Sacks, on Etsy. She has an Etsy shop. So
it will be in the show notes.
Yes. That was fun.
All right.
And entertaining at the same time.
Yes, very entertaining. In so many ways.
So many ways, yes.
All right. Oh, and Maureen on our YouTube, as a comment, posted a great... Had I mentioned something about not knowing what size I was knitting a project on? I think I did last time. Mm-hmm. I was knitting on the blanket. Yeah. I didn't know what size needles I'd been using. And she said she didn't know where this information originally came from, but an old tip was on your cast-on tail to tie the appropriate number of knots in the tail as whatever size needle. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah, people are so smart.
I know.
All it comes down to is tying knots, and I'm impressed.
I know.
But,
it doesn't take much to impress us.
I mean, if you're on a 10, you're kind of, because that's a lot of knots.
I know, it was a lot of knots.
If you're on a 3, I could do that.
Yeah.
I had to share that.
You won't do it if it's more than 3.
I draw the line at 4.
Okay, so the reason you would do that, so obviously your needles would not be in your project then.
Right, like with that blanket, it's not on needles. Well, because it's a piece, it's, the piece together. Or,
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, if you took I have a few projects that I've taken off the needles.
You have to switch needles.
And for whatever reason.
I just had to buy today a 10.75.
Oh.
Because and Bob was shocked. He was like, you didn't have that? I said, no, I have 10.
Did
10
he
and
go
a half.
With you?
No.
Okay.
I have 10, 10 and a half, and 11. Yeah. I don't have 10.75.
I don't think I have a 10.75.
Yeah, so I had to go buy it. Because my sweater was getting so big, I needed longer.
Cable. Mm-hmm. We went, we weren't going to talk about this part of anything because people have opinions. And but my husband and I were at the range. We went to the range the other day to move some brass through my new gun, and the range was really full, and it's over kind of by Starlight.
Yeah.
And so as we were driving there, I said, "Oh, that's where you turn if we're going to go to Starlight," you know. And so we get to the range and the lot's full, and so Michael, you know, kind of turns the truck around and we're just kind of sitting there. And I thought, you know, I didn't know why we were sitting there, but whatever. I had said, well, we could just go up to Starlight for a while, and then come back, and some of these people will be gone. Yeah, you know,
perfect.
I've been married 22 years. We were together a couple years before that, so the guy knows me.
Yeah, he should. But then you might surprise him. You like you love maps, so
long silence. And I mean, I'm thinking nothing of it.
Deaf?
Because because I was so totally joking. Like never in a million years would I even want him to go with me to the yarn shop. Right. You know, I was just joking.
Right.
Didn't occur to me that he would have taken me serious. And so then finally he says, "I just really don't want to go."
Sad.
I know. It's like, oh my God, I was so joking. But it took you that long to confess that you just really couldn't bring yourself to do it.
Oh my God.
Whereas if that was B and he said, "Let's go to the farm store or something," I'd be like, no thanks.
You go, have fun. Yeah, I'll just sit in the truck.
I would contemplate it in agony, you know. I really don't want to tell her this.
This could be divorce.
I mean, the gun's not loaded because you're not allowed to take him in loaded, but so I don't think he was scared.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, my husband just took my daughter's friend. They're dating. They're not official, but they're dating to the range last Sunday. So that was fun. They had a good time.
That's a good thing for
It is a good thing.
It
is a good thing. Yeah, I got to test him out so he knows how to shoot. He did. He was good. So that's good.
And he's not one of those. Well, anyway, we won't. Yeah. We'll just move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on.
So we do have some new pattern giveaways. Did you get those?
Yes. In fact, I've been looking through yarn. I
know, that's really
her daughter's adorable too, just like her mother, of course. But the Wilmot
from Victoria Crumb.
I love it. I think it's such a pretty hat. I'm definitely going to knit it.
It's a DK weight.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's so cute. As soon as I saw her post it, I was like, I love that pattern.
So that'll be a giveaway.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thanks, Victoria. And a pattern from another Vicky.
Oh, yes.
Devixta.
Yep,
the Penny Pearls. That's a fingering weight sweater.
And it looks really pretty. I like it. I looked at the pictures of it. It looks really pretty.
It does.
Yeah. I didn't print it out.
I didn't print it either, but I'll have a picture in here.
Post a picture.
So we'll open up threads for those in our Ravelry.
And you already talked about Jen Sheelan's, your favorite Bruce shawl, right? Last time?
That one we have a winner for.
Okay, yes. Gotcha. Because I wrote that down. I didn't know I'd been gifted it, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh, I was. And I thought you had mentioned it last time, but it wasn't. So thank you, Jen. That was very sweet.
Well, let's just go over our winners now.
Yeah,
I'll let you do that.
Wonderful winners.
You know,
so our winner of the Hobium yarn. Hopefully a sweater's quantity. I mean, it just depends on what size you want to make and what sweater you choose. In the cute bag is it Pearlette?
Yeah.
So it's Paulette is her name. Number 154, right?
Yeah.
So send us your info, Paulette. And we will get that
to you. Miss Pearlette. I think there's 3 L's because there was probably other Pearlettes in the Ravelry system.
So she has 3 L's in the Pearlette.
So in case you're a Pearlette that doesn't have 3 L's,
right.
we want the 3 L Pearlette.
Yes, only the 3 L.
Yeah. Don't be trying to sneak in here with 2
L's.
That's
right. It's the 3 L's. So congratulations, and I hope you really enjoy that yarn. It's been fun to knit with. So I'll be curious what you choose to knit with that. And then our next winner for the Spanish Moss collection, which is a collection of, oh gosh, I don't even know how many patterns. It's several patterns, and they're all amazing. Was number 65, a Magpie Knits, which is Agatha. So congratulations.
Good for you for getting that right from the start.
I think that's it. I don't know.
You know, you're right. But when I was looking at it on Ravelry, when I was, doing the thing, I was like, just copying the letters because I'm like, and then finally I was like, oh, a Magpie Knits.
There you go. Yeah, trying to throw us off, Well, it's just like Victoria when she did her Wilmot. she did that Insta story pronouncing it for me, and she said, I'm doing this for Leslie so she knows how to, you know, because...
Okay, so I have a question about these Instagram stories.
Yes.
What the hell?
What?
I mean...
Do you not love them?
I don't watch them. What's the deal?
Them? Oh, I mean, I watch some. I don't watch all of them.
No, the reason I'm asking is because that horrible fire down in Paradise, someone had opened a GoFundMe for a hooker's corner.
Okay.
And I had donated to it.
Okay.
But it was the person that the fire's in California, but the GoFundMe was originated in the UK.
Oh.
And so when I did it, I got a notification from my bank as a fraud alert.
Oh.
And so I asked on the thing, I'm like, what's the, you know, why is this, whatever. Well, someone answered me saying, oh, well, she talked about it in her story. I was like, so those are those little round things? Mm-hmm. I know they're like vaguely familiar, but so do you just watch those?
Yeah. They're just little snippets of stories. People's live
well,
little
I'm sorry,
videos.
You guys. That's something I've totally dropped the ball on.
You're
like, I don't watch them. I don't do them.
I've only done a couple. Like, when Emmeline and I have gone hiking, I'll do a live
I know, I've gotten notifications. Leslie did some whatever. I'm like, where do I find this thing?
I'll show you. You can do it, too.
Okay.
I know, and some people are even starting to do, like, video podcasts, like live, you know, and people can comment and stuff, and I thought that'd be kind of fun one of these days. Just
we might look into that. Tell us if you guys think that's something you'd want us to do.
Because I mean, it's kind of distracting because you see, and that's Insta stories is different from, I don't know, I think it's different, or I don't know what it's called when you do a live Instagram.
So like if we were doing a live, I mean,
people could type in and say hi, watching, you know, and people can come in and watch and stuff live. And I think that'd be kind of fun, but it is kind of distracting because then we'd see a bunch of comments coming up and we'd be wanting to respond to each person that says something.
We'd have to say, raise your hand.
Yeah.
We'll call on you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Give us a shout out or tell us something that, you know, they could answer a question or something. So I don't know. Yeah. It would be interesting to see if people would want that or not.
Or if we could figure out.
Because to me, it's no different than what we're doing right now.
It's just
we'd have feedback instantly from people that are streaming in at the moment that we're recording. Whereas, like right now, you're not going to see this obviously till tomorrow. But so it's kind of interesting.
Okay, so then one other question about that: once it's over and it's no longer live, can people still go back and watch it, or is it gone?
They can for a period of time. And see, that's where I'm confused because I think Insta Stories is different from actually doing a live feed or something. Okay. I don't know. You guys can tell us because you guys know way more.
We know you guys know this stuff. We're just give you any indication. My daughter Renata said she's going to give me her Apple Watch because she just never uses hers, you know. And so we were getting it all charged up and trying to pair it with my phone, and that worked. But she had to go to work last night, and we're waiting because I can't just. She's like, I just want to show you how it works and all the stuff you can do, rather than me just trying to figure it out. So.
I still don't know half of what it does. I mean, my husband loves his, and he uses it all. I'm just like, I don't know what. We walkie-talkie each other. That's the most fun we have.
Right, so we'll get to do that.
We could walkie-talkie each other. That'll be so fun.
Although she's had hers a couple years, so hers might not have that
feature. We'll have to see. Yeah. But I think that's the best part because Bob will be at work.
I used to hate those, though.
I'll just walkie-talkie.
Remember the ones, were they Nextels? Is that what they were called? And it had
that sounds right, Nextel.
Well, you know I love my husband. But when we had those, when one person's talking, you can't tell them to shut up or anything. Right. Like if you've got something you've got to say, if they're holding that mic down, they've got the power.
It's true. It's true. And it's the same with these two.
Yeah. It would drive me nuts because I'd be listening and I'd be like, stop talking for
I
a
want to
minute.
say something.
Or you're not allowed to say more than 3 words at a time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, that would be my rule.
All right. Okay.
For whoever I'm talking to, it wouldn't apply to me.
Right?
Yeah.
I can talk more than 3 words. Okay. Didn't know there's rules. If I'm going to walkie-talkie Michelle.
That when my husband and I would walkie-talkie, he'd get
Well, you've got the cop mentality. You're like over and out. You know, or whatever your codes are.
No one actually says that.
No? Okay. Well, Bob and I do. But we have names for each other, too, on our walkie-talkies, so... Yeah, you know, there's no rules, but I'm just saying, like as a police officer, you're probably used to short. You're probably used to just short responses.
To hog the airtime.
Exactly.
Someone might need to get through.
That might be you're gonna have to break that. But
he's a cop too, so
I know.
It always surprised me how long he'd go on.
Yeah, you're like, shut up, you're not a woman.
I know. I told him the other day, and he hasn't let me forget this. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I said, well, you're the biggest girl in the household.
Oh, gee. I'm sure he loved that.
He didn't really.
He didn't take that well.
I was joking.
Of course.
But,
and he doesn't come across to me as a major talker. But, I mean, he does like to talk.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. It is
He's a communicator.
All right, we'll probably just move along.
But you talk too, so that would be interesting.
What are you saying?
No,
not really.
Not
to him. I mean, I do. This is going in the wrong direction.
Because I'm like, you and I'm never like sitting in silence with you.
True. No, that's true.
But yet at the same time, I know when you guys are having a conversation, you take the more quiet role. And he talks.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
It's interesting to think about.
I think because sometimes when you talk to someone and then they totally miss what you've said, you just give up.
But then when I talk to Michael, I feel like he's very quiet. Because I'll be like, I don't know what to talk to him about. How's work? You know, it's not like we have great conversation. So I don't look at him and go, he's a great, like,
he's a conversationalist.
He's a conversationalist.
No.
So I look at you as more that way. But it's just interesting that you think he talks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might be the only person he talks a lot to.
That's true.
Well,
that's true. Maybe he gets all of his words out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. You want that, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Of course.
So our next winner of a pattern is the Favorite Brew pattern by Luft68, which she is number 59. So congratulations. And are you just...
Wait. Whatever you just said, I think you misinterpreted my... Okay, that's the winner.
Luft68, which is number 59.
Okay.
Yeah. And are you sending the patterns directly, or is the designer
I think the designer will be sending
it to you. Okay.
I'll have to make that happen.
And then the bag and minis is, what letter is that?
A G.
Okay, so giggling GG.
Yep.
And you said no internet.
Yep, because that prompt was whether you would go. Yeah,
so go without
she would go without the internet.
Wow, good for you. Yeah. So she was 179.
Yep.
So giggling Gigi.
Giggling Gigi.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Is that...
That's all of them. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, winners.
Yeah, winners.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna do that. What are we doing?
Community service,
yeah, we haven't
maybe?
gotten to that yet. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, the bag. I knew we talked about a giveaway.
Oh, yes.
So, should we talk? Look at how good that goes with that.
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe we should pair it together.
Maybe we pair it together? Because that would go
yes,
so
that would look beautiful. So, I was given more yarn by Hobium. This is our second month of the 3-month yarn ambassadorship. So, it is a 3-month ambassadorship. Okay. So, they sent me a lot more yarn, which was amazing. And I asked them to send me some of their sock yarn. And so, they sent me these 2 sets of their sock yarn, which I mean, I assume, I don't know, this could go with that also, but I think, yeah, these two and these two go together. Anyway, Michelle is going to graciously give up her sets.
Well, especially seeing how well they go.
So I'm going to keep this for myself, but we're going to give you guys this sock set, which I thought it looked perfect for like the holidays and stuff. I thought it was really pretty. Yeah. But we'll pair it together. Yeah. How perfect is that? So anyway, this will make a lot of socks.
Because our giveaways are color coordinated, if nothing
else. Always color coordinated. So it's 459 yards each. So, I mean, you could definitely make probably 2 pairs of socks.
You could make a couple pairs,
yes, definitely. Just alternating.
You could do stitch surfers. Mm-hmm. Or you
Michelle's
could do...
favorite stitch surfers.
It's not the Rose City Rollers, but it's the other ones that she did that I knit a couple pair of that were really cute.
Yeah.
It's something about a pie or something.
I can't remember.
Oh.
But it's pretty because they stripe. So it's really pretty.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So anyway, what's our prompt? Go to her shop or go to Hobium Yarns, and I don't know.
That can be an added one because this one was about how you feel about maps.
That's right.
And we really need to know.
That's true. So how you feel about maps.
And something about yarns.
So I don't know if that'll fit, but
yeah.
But anyway, that'll be fun.
Yes,
that will be fun. Yes, I think I'm going to cast these on pretty quick
because
I do not have any socks on the needles.
Yeah, you gotta get some socks
on. And I figure these can be maybe my car knitting, but I'm the type that once I start a pair of socks, I want to get them done.
I know, and that is
so if I keep it in the car, it's true. Like But it'll be about 10 or 15 minutes each day of sitting in the car.
Yeah, you'll have those done in no time.
Early I get there, so that'll work.
Okay, so there we go. They fit. I don't want to zip it because I'm afraid it might get stuck. But
yes, for sure. That'll be a fun giveaway.
Yeah. Fun. All right. So, got any community service that you haven't showed yet?
Yeah, from Hobium.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how they know me so well, but they sent me some beautiful. The color is amazing.
That is so pretty.
This is their Lamia Merino, so it's 100% wool, but it's gorgeous,
fabulous
wine color. Enough for a sweater, hopefully. And I should have written down what this is. I think. Oh yeah, this is fingering. I'm pretty positive it was fingering weight yarn. So again, I'll probably strand it with mohair and do a sweater of some sort. Yeah. So I don't know which sweater yet, but I think it'll be really, really pretty. So that was really, really nice of them. And then these three I was super excited about because I love me some rustic wool. This is 100% wool, and it's their Lamia natural wool from South America. And it's made in Turkey. I'm not sure what weight of yarn this is. It's a 4 on a 4 to 5 needle size. So you guys all know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
we don't know. But it's definitely not fingering. It's, I don't know, would you call that a worsted? Sport weight?
It's worsted.
It's not worsted.
I think it's DK.
Or maybe.
Oh, we were going to pull out my Katrinkles.
Oh, yes, pull it out.
I don't know if I have it here.
Because that would be really interesting.
I know, it really
would be fun.
I don't know that I have it up here.
Oh, okay.
Where
else would you have it? Do you just carry it around with you wherever you go?
Well, no, because then I'd have it with me.
That's true.
I think it could be in my needle basket, or it could be downstairs with all my other stuff.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure.
Who knows? But anyway, I love this. It's super soft too. It's not super rustic. So
it is.
I think it feels really, really nice. So I was telling Michelle I'll probably do like a shawl out of it with these 3 colors.
Those 3 colors would look really good with this color too.
Oh, that's true. But that's fingering weights.
I know, but if you doubled it.
That's true. That's true.
I did something. Because those go so good.
But that's even softer than this though.
This is softer than that? Okay.
And I kind of like the idea of a natural colored shawl, personally. So we shall see. But thank you so much, Hobium. And again, oh my gosh, super fast service. Like, they shot me an email saying, pick what you want. You know, we'll send it to you. And I did. And, like, I think it was like the next day it had shipped out. And it got to me that week. So their service is, like, phenomenal.
Guess so.
Super duper fast. And it comes very well packaged, like it's in a box and taped really well, and super crazy. I mean, I'm amazed at how quickly it comes.
Good.
So anyway, check out their website. Again, if you've never ordered from them, your first order you get 20% off. So that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And their yarn is so super affordable. I mean, I still am getting messages from people just saying how inexpensive it is. And I'm like, I know, it's so affordable. So
I love places that will give you that 20% off your first order versus you order and then they send you, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but then they send you the message, oh, here's 20% off your next order.
Right.
It's like kind of nice to be able
initially,
to get
yeah, especially if you're ordering a sweater's quantity. I mean, that can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the yarn is already so affordable, so to get 20% off on top of that, that's just crazy. Yeah, so very, very nice. So great yarn.
Well, right after we podcast last time, well, it probably wasn't right after. It was after Halloween, but I totally forgot about this swap, this Bohemia Fiber swap that I was in. It was a Halloween
fun
swap. Yeah, there's some awesome ones in here.
Beautiful.
So, I don't know.
You have to.
Okay.
I mean, you can't just throw it
I guess
through a bag.
not. Okay, so
So they're all Halloween colors.
They were all in. We all sent in Halloween type pictures.
Oh, you did. Okay,
yeah.
So it was that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I don't know which one was mine. I'd have to put my glasses on.
I love that she does that.
I do too.
You know,
that's
fun.
I think this was mine. Yeah.
Is that yours? Green and purple. That looks really Halloween.
It does. They're fun.
She does a great job at that. That's just cool to be able to see your picture in a.
It's very fun.
A little mini skein. Is this yours? Is that what she already showed, or no?
No, I think. Oh, I don't know. I think this has my name on it. Yeah, this is mine.
Okay.
That's different than
it is different. It looks,
but similar.
Yeah, similar. Wow. Yeah, very cool. Minis are so fun.
They are.
I really want to do that shawl by Curious Handmade Helen Stewart, that knit vent. Someone gifted me. Yeah, she's had several patterns now released from that. So there's a hat, there's a fingerless mitts, the shawl or wrap.
Fingerless mitt. That reminds me. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I might do some minis.
That'd be fun.
In the Advent thing, So I had ordered the Advent calendar from Arkansas Yarn.
Yes.
And it came. So if you've ordered that and you haven't got yours yet, and you have resisted looking at Instagram where people have put spoiler alert and then show the pictures, spoiler alert, I'm going to show
not all the minis.
Not all the minis, because I do not open
girl.
Things before their time.
Me either.
But she sent the cute little, was the night before Christmas, with a cute little
note. So sweet.
And
I love those vintage books.
I do too.
So cute.
I do too. And a pattern that it's for a minis wrap, a Winter Wonderland of minis wrap by Laura Brady. And I haven't actually taken it out of the thing to see what it looks like.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do that together.
Take a look together.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Well, it's kind of similar actually to the Helen Stewart
one
as far as. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. I was thinking of doing some fingerless mitts.
That'd be fun.
And obviously there's way more yarn here than I would need for fingerless mitts.
Yeah.
I'd be doing more than one project. But when I take Oso out, my fingers get cold.
No, it's funny. I've never had an inkling to really... I've done fingerless mitts years ago.
But me too.
Now that I take, Emmy to school, and it's a half an hour drive each way, and it's getting down into the 40s. I don't think we've gotten down to the 30s.
We have.
Have we? Okay, in the mornings. But my hands are cold, and I'm like, I think I might need to knit some, or even mittens. I might do some. Maybe I should do that with that rustic yarn from Hobium. Do some mittens.
Excuse me.
Are you coughing or
It was a cough,
It was a cough, okay.
So I have a big box down here, but it's got
fun.
Little.
That is so exciting. It's so funny what gives us thrills.
Totally exciting.
To me, every day, just opening up.
So they're all these,
So cute.
Yes, I am definitely looking forward to
and
December 1st. I think so.
Oh my gosh.
And then this is the 25th.
So you're not going to open that?
No.
Can I look at it?
No.
But I won't tell you.
No.
What does it matter if I see it?
Because it's not December 25th.
But I'm not, who cares? It's not for me.
I will send you a picture.
I just
No. I can't believe you want to.
Because it's not for me. So I'm like, I'm just curious to see, like, if I think you'll love it.
But what if you think I won't? Then I'll know.
I'd lie.
I know, and I'd know you're lying because I know you. So your December 25th isn't ready yet, but I'm going to give you your, because I didn't want you not, looking at my advent calendar.
So sweet.
So
I'm so excited.
Your advent calendar.
No, when I came up the stairs up to the attic today, I was like, oh my gosh, who did she get an advent calendar, from? And she was like, well, that's yours. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like the way she packaged it. Those stickers, are they stickers? Yeah, they're stickers. They're so cute. At first I thought they were enamel pins on all of them. I was like, holy crap. That's
wow.
Wow. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
It'd be like a super expensive. Outrageous. But anyway, she has these cute little, they're not your basic stickers.
No, they're
like
not. They're
fancy stickers.
They're fancy stickers.
They're like thick and beautiful.
Well, I had a hair appointment the other day and got my gray covered.
Good for you.
And what I found from my hairdresser and didn't find from my friend is that there's a Hobby Lobby at the Promenade now, not far from where we live. I had no idea because I don't get out much.
I know.
And so I was going to go to Michael's to try to find some little packaging thing for these and decided to go to the Hobby Lobby, and Leslie talked about meeting me there, but she couldn't, and I was secretly a little bit glad that she couldn't.
I know, she wasn't overly like, yes, please, can you come? I'll accommodate you. She was just like, I'm on my way there. I was like, oh, crap, I can't go. I'm watching up still. Couldn't have waited till evening. But, it's she was doing those. But anyway, they're beautiful. I cannot wait. Like last year, it's so funny, those simple little things. But
it is.
I loved opening them every day because it was just so fun to just. And last year I did that cowl with them. So every day when I opened one, it was like, okay, I got to do another, mini, and it was just so beautiful. I loved it.
Well, your December 25th. Part I'll give you. I mean, I've got time now.
Oh yeah.
I didn't wrap it or anything.
Tons of time. That's awesome.
Besides that, you'd probably peek.
I probably would.
I mean,
although I was good. I was good last year. I did not look at any of them until the day of.
That's good.
I was good.
And I did last year. I had done a swap, so I had one last year to open too, and it really is fun.
It is.
It's like
so fun.
We're totally.
I love it. Love it.
I get excited over yarn.
And my dad's wife had gotten me, well, she actually got it for the girls, but I've stolen them from them. But it's a beautiful Advent. Last year you guys saw it because what I did was I took your minis and I put them in these boxes. It's like wooden. It's a wooden Advent, but it's antique-y. It was handmade. Somebody made it, but they put like thick, beautiful paper lined the back of it, and then each box has it's thicker paper than normal paper. I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, each box is beautiful, and stuff. So anyway, I just have to now decide if I cram these into them, each box, or do I leave them in here? And do you have them numbered?
Yeah.
Oh yes, you do. So I don't know, because then I would have to
that was
crush
the bummer.
them.
The way I had it before, the numbers would have shown, but then they didn't fit side by side, so I had to change it all around.
No, and it's beautiful this way, so I'll probably just leave it this way. But yeah, I love it. It's so fun. So fun. So what else did you buy?
I bought, so this yarn, remember last February when there was Stitches? I do remember. The Stitches West down in the Bay Area.
Yes.
And Destination Yarn did this Golden Gate colorway, and I absolutely loved it. Nobody would buy me one. And then she doesn't release her show exclusive colorways for like at least 6 months. So I have been waiting.
Wow.
Well, it finally became available. And I ordered it, and then it took like a month to get because it didn't ship for it just got lost in the shuffle. Then she was off at a show. I contacted her. She refunded my shipping. She was very apologetic, and then it still didn't ship for another week. But I finally got it, and I think because I've been waiting since last February, it seemed like I waited forever.
Yes.
And then I was like, I don't love it as much as I thought I would.
That stinks.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
Now, it might be... I love the teal colors. It's the Golden Gate part that I don't know. I just, I loved it when I saw it in the picture. And so it might just be the wrong time of year.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll like it better.
Maybe. I know. Is that an orange? I'm trying to decide what color it is. I don't know if it's the lighting or what.
I know. Well, it's supposed to be like the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
And to me, it's almost like it's supposed to be like patriotic almost, but it's not really.
Yeah, because it's not a true red.
Right.
It's more like an orangey.
But yeah, it's not like orange or it's not like. Right. So I love a lot of her yarn. I just don't. It's just funny that I had waited for this one for so long, and
and you communicated to try to get it, and you were like, "That's so funny."
I should have taken that as a sign. That wasn't meant to be, but I don't know. I'll hang on to it. And I bought it with this Coastal Fog, I think is what this one's called. Really Coastal Fog on sparkle base, because I thought I already knew what I was going to do with it and everything, but now I'm like,
if this was on sparkle.
Maybe.
It would be better. It would be.
But this one will go really good, with tons of other things. But one of her other ones that I have, it's like PGE Park Place, or it's something. But I think this would go really good with it. So
that's a good neutral. Yeah. It'll go beautiful. With a lot of things. It's really pretty.
So it's
so funny. Yeah. I guess it really does pay to if you like something that bad, I guess just wait and sleep on it. I don't know.
To see if you'll still like it.
To see if you still like it.
Yeah, this is months.
I know.
I mean, I don't think that my tastes have changed. I think that just something about in person, not saying it wasn't a decent picture.
Right.
It just, I don't know.
Yeah. That's
because even when I saw the picture, I still loved, and so I have to wonder, is it just because, even though I would hate San Francisco now, I think that just holds a nostalgic place in my heart.
Yeah, it could
and
be.
So,
that could
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I bought this from Laughing Stitches.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
And after I bought it, I was like, why did I do that? I don't need another bag.
Oh my gosh.
But then when it came, I was like, okay, I have no regret.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is so beautiful. Awesome.
So pretty. Oh my gosh.
Patchwork.
That is gorgeous.
It says Joy. It's got a little bling down there. Yes. And then this side was
so pretty.
And the interior, it's super well made.
I'm slightly bummed there's no reindeer getting it on inside. Just kidding.
There's the drawstring that has the tape measure. It's a nice sturdy bag. Oh, you guys can't see that, but it sits up nicely. So beautiful. Laughing Stitches. It's just so well made.
I can feel it in my mind.
You can feel it in your mind. Know. It's got a pocket in there.
It's nice.
It's just a really nice bag.
Very pretty.
And I love that kind of.
Oh yeah. You know, I love that vintage looking Christmas fabrics.
Me
that's
too.
my kind of thing. It's the vintage colors. That's beautiful. It has a little sparkly.
Yeah, it's just an awesome bag.
It's gorgeous.
And I've been looking at a few different Christmas bags from different makers, you know. And
did I tell you? I told you the bags I've been eyeballing. They're just spendy.
What are they?
I think I showed you.
Did you?
I think I did. This one.
Oh, I love that, but they're not available, are they?
They had a shop update, and they had them, but I still they probably don't now.
Okay, I need to get that info.
Oh, it's the Plystra project bag.
Plystra?
I don't know how you pronounce it. I could be...
How do you spell it?
Plystre.
R-E.
Plystra?
Are they in the United States?
No.
Okay.
She's in a different country. You can't remember where.
Yeah, that makes it more difficult.
But, oh my gosh, in the dusty pink.
I know, that's a gorgeous colorway.
Color. I just love it. But they have different kinds of bags. They have this one. They have like a backpack. They also have just a regular zippered
So
pouch.
Is Plystra the name of the shop, or is that the name of the bag?
That's the name of the shop, yes. Okay. Yes. I just love her bags, and I now follow her on Instagram. And I blame... what's her podcast called? It was a newer not new podcast, but a newer podcast that she's not new. I just discovered her.
Okay.
Now I have to find her. Sorry.
It's okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I will talk to you guys.
Talk to them.
I got my Desert Vista Dye Works order. I already told you guys what it was because I remember I mentioned it doesn't matter. But
it's okay. It does matter.
You know what? Right behind you on my spindle.
Yes.
No, here. What is it? What do you call that thing?
Skein winder.
No, but it's the Swift.
Swift?
On my Swift, there's a pair of scissors.
Yes.
Can you hand them to me?
That's what I was waiting for, scissors. I was like, is that what you're going to ask me for?
Where are we going with this?
So, okay, so it's Stacey Elstone. I love her.
Did you know she's the one that dyes that beautiful...
She has gorgeous hair.
Yes, she does.
I need to buy from her sometime.
She's just had a baby not too long ago.
Yes. She is the cutest thing. She's adorable. I mean, her baby's adorable.
What's the name of her podcast? Cute.
That's what I'm trying to see.
I feel like
Stacey
I should
Elstone.
know. Maybe that's all. What's the name of her yarn?
Oh my gosh, you had to ask.
Well, because I have some.
I know. Like Stress Knits podcast is what it's called.
Okay.
And Stress Knits yarn. But anyway, she talked about her bag that she got from them, and that's what made me go, oh my gosh, I want one of their bags.
Okay.
But I don't need bags. But it's so cute.
I know.
So anyway, it's all Stacey's stuff. She showed hers.
All right. So
here's... Oh my goodness, that's so pretty.
And I picked them both on Sparkle.
Of course. Why
because you can.
Of course.
So this is that one Jabber Zombody that, like I said, she doesn't have this one shown in her shop, but you can...
Why? Was it just special?
Well, no, I mean, she shows it, but she doesn't show it knit up like she does her other stuff. It just has like a picture of some character or something, so I just didn't know what it was.
It's very pretty.
But someone else was knitting with it, and I just loved it.
So
and then
pretty.
This was one of her new... You know, she does different themes.
Yeah.
So this is the...
That's gorgeous.
Willy Wonka Zombody Plop. Is that what that says?
Glop. Is
Glop.
it glop?
Glop. Okay. But
I
it's just these awesome greens.
It's beautiful.
When I saw that, when she posted that one, I had this one in my cart, and I think the Christopher Robin Zombody Christopher Robin.
fun.
But I didn't do it because I was like, no, I'm gonna. But then when I saw this one, so I decided on these two.
They're so pretty.
And she has a really nice colorway in her shop right now. The proceeds are for the fires in California, and it's. I don't remember exactly the deal because I just saw it this morning and I haven't been to the shop yet. But someone sent her a picture of these cute little kittens. It's like a retro kind of thing. Like little kittens with their mittens.
Oh,
and kind of
fun,
thing.
yeah.
And so the colorway that she created, it's for the animals. Wait a minute. I might be totally confused now. Never mind. Okay. You know what? I'll post a link to whatever it is I'm talking about right now. And you can
go find it out yourself.
Yeah, because I feel like I might be mixing up two different dyers or something.
Well, there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of good things.
There always is, and that's great. I loved this picture.
Yeah.
And, and I know the picture and Desert Vista Dye Works went
go together. Yes.
It's just whether it was for animals, that might be something else.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
It's all right. It's beautiful yarn. And
it's beautiful yarn.
It's for a good cause of some sort.
Right.
So.
Yeah. None of these weren't. Just so I'm clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not misrepresenting.
Right. Yes. Very fun.
Okay.
So
look at those. Actually, I mean, they're self-striping, so they wouldn't go together, but they kind of look
kind
like
of similar.
Yeah.
It's almost like just lighter shades or something. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, well,
fun.
See if I have anything else.
I know, we're dropping stuff. Trying to think too.
Yarn for that's it. Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Under 2 hours. That's
not
crazy.
Not by much, though.
Not by much.
Wait, last time I was shocked how long we'd gone on. I thought we were like maybe an hour and a half, and so I wasn't in any way trying to hurry.
Right.
And then when I plugged it into the computer, and it was like,
oh my goodness.
What?
I know.
How did we do this?
Crud. I know. How do we do it? I don't know. And we kept talking before the podcast, and we were like, we got to quit talking. We got to just talk on the podcast. But it's like
because we're going to have nothing to talk about.
I know, but then we don't have that problem.
Not often a problem.
No. We need to get Michael on here, and then, he would just really talk, right?
No, he would not. And if he would deny. He doesn't see. I'm not saying he talks too much.
Right. He's not a jabbermouth. Yeah.
He's not a jabber zombie.
No.
He's not.
No. That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving plans you guys are doing?
I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to go to Nick and Kim's the day after.
Fun.
So I can get sick again.
Nice. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, you'll get better just in time to go there.
I don't know. What are you doing? You having people... Oh, right. You're doing it Friday.
We're doing it Friday, too.
Right. So Thursday's open.
But then it stinks because I was talking to my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law Lisa, can't come because she actually has to work the day after Thanksgiving. And I didn't even think about that. I was trying to accommodate my sister and her son maybe having to go to his dad's, and then her boyfriend's kids having to go to their moms. Right. And so I was trying to accommodate everyone, thinking
sounds like you need to do both days.
I know.
Yeah.
And so then when he told me that last night, I was like, oh, bummer. She can't come because she has to work. Black Friday, of course. Everybody's shopping. But so anyway, I was bummed about that because I don't get to see her that often. And so holidays are like when I get to see her.
Well, you better just put something together.
I know. So, but it will be nice waking up Thursday and just being like sleeping in and just kind of relaxing. And
I know I totally don't want to do anything, and I know my family wants me to do stuff, but I just don't want to.
Could you assign each of them like a different dish to make?
You've seen our kitchen.
I know.
It's so tiny.
Yeah, I was just trying to think like maybe if they got involved in it, they would like
it. That's not bad, and I think they kind of do. But then I still have to clean up the mess.
True.
And I mean, it is helpful to not have to do everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not in the... I can't believe Thanksgiving's in a week.
I know.
Less than a week.
I know. And I was out with my daughter today. I had to go to Starlight. And traffic was just horrible already. Really? And I was just like, oh my gosh. I can already tell like people are just out shopping. And
see, this is when I start not wanting to go out.
I know. I totally just want to like stay home and have good food and just hunker down. Bob and I have watched a lot of Hallmark movies already. So yeah, I mean they're great and horrible at the same time.
Hey, whatever.
Not the best acting.
It's getting to be time where I'll get to watch the Christmas Vacation, my all-time favorite movie.
Completely. Me too. I watch it. It's so funny. I watch that movie every year and have for years.
Yeah,
and I
know
still crack up.
I still crack up too.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I know. I never get sick of that movie.
No, me either.
It's kind of like Little Miss Sunshine. I can watch that over and over again and just laugh my butt off like
funny?
it's the first time I ever saw it.
And it's just
even though I can recite all the lines in my head. I mean,
you'd think you would get sick of it
at some point.
Nope. But I have to watch that every year several times during the Christmas season. Same with You've Got Mail. I still have not watched that.
Still haven't seen that ever.
And The Holiday. I have not watched it this year yet, so I've got to watch that.
I know that one.
Well, Jude Law's all you need to know. You just need to watch it for him because he's pretty cute. That's why I watch it mainly.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'll check it out.
So, yeah. What other Christmas? I'm trying to think what other Christmas movies. Well, Elf. I always have to watch Elf.
Elf's cute.
And Elf's cute.
Elf's
I still laugh at it too.
I laugh at it too.
And Home Alone. Only the first one. I have to watch Home Alone just because I love the house and I love that scenery and
that movie.
I love that. But I only like the first one. I don't like any of them after that. So, but I always have to watch that every year.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I think Christmas Vacation is the definite must for me. Beyond that, I know a lot of people say Die Hard. Michael loves Die Hard.
Die Hard?
I don't know. It's got some sort of Christmas feel to it.
That is so weird.
So I'm serious. I am not making this up.
That is hilarious. I would never think of Die Hard as like a holiday tradition.
I'll bet if we were to say, what's your favorite Christmas movie? I know that several people would say Die Hard.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
So now put that on your queue.
I'm going to have to watch it now. That's funny. Okay. That's funny.
Rebecca and I watched Wuthering Heights, the one with Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's having to read that. And it's always nice when you can get that visual, especially when it's Tom Hardy.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Although I'm not as attracted to him as you are. So.
And he's a jerk in there, and he's not, they don't really have him looking great in it, but I see through it.
But it's good that we don't think the same guys are cute. That's good.
We're not going after the same guys.
Right. That's right, yeah. I'll have my Jude Law. And
I'm going to have to look him up.
He's really cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh. All right.
Anyway.
Well, we'll see you on the Ravelry page.
That's right.
And on
happy
the YouTube
Thanksgiving.
And
hopefully everybody has a great Thanksgiving. So we won't see you till after that, and then we'll be in the mad rush of Christmas.
Oh gosh,
have you haven't started Christmas shopping yet?
I still only have the thing that I'm giving my daughter-in-law.
Oh my gosh, I know I have not.
And you guys?
I've started little things like piecing together, like for your gift and like little things, but nothing like. I told my girls the other day, I said, you need to make a list. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. But my youngest, she's funny. She's like, Mom, I don't really even know what I want.
Kids. Yeah, they just.
Yeah. She doesn't really.
Rebecca, I need to get a new laptop.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to get her some AirPods.
Yeah.
Renata, I don't know. I might just take money off what she owes us for her car.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? I mean, I feel like at what age do you like, because my one daughter's 19.
Yeah.
We have a 19-year-old, and then a 15-year-old, and Rebecca's 18.
She'll be 18 in February.
So I'm like, at what point do you stop getting, like, all the gifts? You know?
I think we're there.
I hope so.
It kind of makes it not as fun. I have to say I'm one of those people that loves all the gifts under the tree. And it's not like I want them all for me.
Right.
I love everyone.
Giving.
Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, we're looking at Rebecca got a scholarship to OSU, but we're still having to pay a portion of tuition and then housing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
And Renata's starting at going from CCC to the PSU this next term. So it's hard to buy gifts when you're already maxed out with.
Well, and I'm starting to think, my 19-year-old, I'm starting to think of buying her like houseware stuff because she's planning on moving out sometime in the near future.
So you're going to store all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, what do you do? But yet at the same time, she's like, I want to prepare her and start buying her things for her future place.
I know.
So part of me was like, oh, should I buy her some pots
Target
and pans?
gift cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Which isn't that fun, but it is.
It is.
I know.
And then the other thought was my youngest, Emmeline, she's very picky, but she knows what she likes when she sees it. So I'm like, I'm not buying her clothes because she knows what she likes, and I might get it wrong. And then same with her bedroom. She always likes to redecorate her room. She's redecorated it like 20 billion times. But she knows what she likes. Yeah. And so, again, I'm like, gift cards? But then it seems so impersonal. And I like gift cards.
Same.
So
that's the thing.
I don't know.
And, that's Christmas. Everyone has their opinion about how it gets too monopolized with, the commercialization. Yeah. But, I mean, I have to admit, I like gifts.
I do too.
I love giving gifts.
I do too.
But on the other hand, when it does feel like a chore.
Right.
then that's not fun anymore.
Or you don't know what to get them because you don't know what they like. So
and that's why I like the idea of just, when you see something for someone that makes you think of them.
And I think that's kind of what we probably do as moms. Like throughout the year, if my Keely, she's independent. She pays for everything herself. So I never have to buy her anything.
Right.
I'll take her a coffee to work or something once in a while just to surprise her. But my youngest one, I pretty much buy her what she needs throughout the year. Yeah. And so there's not like she has a huge list of like,
and there's not toys they want anymore. There's not, they don't knit. No. So.
So who knows?
I don't know what you do with those people.
I know. Exactly. So I don't know. It's not as fun. Because I'm sitting here going, hurry up, make a list. I do not want to be out shopping the week before Christmas.
And that's like so what it's not supposed to be about.
I know, exactly.
And I know, I'm having a harder time with that this year myself. Because when they were little, it was so fun to just get them lots of stuff.
And watch them open them. And they were so surprised.
Yeah. And everything, it was just, it didn't matter what it was, they loved it. Yeah. And even if it went to Goodwill a few months later, it was really fun.
Totally.
But those days are gone.
I know.
Yeah. I know. So I don't know what we do. We just stop celebrating. I'm not even going to decorate.
Well, we're not doing a tree this year, so we're not doing that. We're actually trying to celebrate Hanukkah more, so that'll be interesting.
Okay.
So it's going to be different. We're like researching how to celebrate that and how to do that, so it's going to be an interesting
Well, in a way that's good because then you're not having to like I can't help it. I compare it to last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're just starting totally new.
Yeah. New
so you don't have anything to compare it to.
Right.
So omitting all the gifts would be easy.
Yes. I mean, we're still going to do gifts, but it's just going to look differently. And that's what we're trying to figure out how to do that stuff. And so it'll be interesting. It's our first year doing that. So, yeah. So it's going to be different traditions, different ways of doing things, which I'm okay with, and the girls are on board with it, so they're happy about it. So it's interesting. It's just I don't know anything about Hanukkah, and I don't like the decorations for Hanukkah, which is horrible.
Well, I mean, isn't it usually like blue and silver?
Yeah, and those are not my colors. They're not my colors. Like, give me some burgundies and some golds, and I'm just not a blue person per se. But so I don't know. It's just learning how to decorate, in a different way. So yeah, we're still trying to figure all that out, but it'll be and I'm a big tree person, so it's hard for me, but I'm trying to respect my hubby and go a different route, so it'll be interesting. So
give it a try.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. So anyway.
Okay then.
So hopefully you guys have better luck with Christmas giving and gift giving and Have you heard of that thing really quickly? Have you heard of that thing? I heard about it when my girls were growing up. Like, you buy your kids only 5 gifts. Something to wear, something to read, something they need, and something, it's like 4 or 5 things. So something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read, and then there was a 5th one. I can't remember what the 5th one is. If you guys know, tell me, because it drives me crazy. I can't remember the 5th one. But it was interesting, because then they just get 5 gifts, and it's under those categories.
Interesting. That's interesting.
And then you're not overspending, you're not, but it's still something they want, need, read, wear,
eat,
and then it wasn't eat, but I can't remember. I don't know if it was just something fun. It kind of all rhymed, so I can't remember what that 5th one is.
Okay.
But I always thought, well, that's kind of a good idea, because then you're not saying, because I'm always the type that's like, oh, if I buy Emmeline 8 gifts, I have to buy Keely 8 gifts. Like, I never want one to have more than the other, and I always budget. I spend the same amount on both, but I thought if you narrow it down to just 5, and it's under those categories, it makes shopping so much easier.
At least more directed.
More directed, yeah, and focused on those 5 things. So, I don't know. I always think about that every year, and then I never do it. But I thought that'd be kind of an interesting idea.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Honestly, I'm just like everyone else. I just want it to be over.
Gee, already.
I know. There's
Can we just get to
wrong
January 1st?
Except I want to do my Advent.
Yes. Just leave me alone.
Let me do my Advent. I just want to open my mini skein every day.
Just leave me alone.
Exactly. Make my little fingerless mitts.
That's right. Drink my coffee and I'm good.
It's a favorite part of my day.
That's right.
So,
that's funny. Bah humbug.
But next time we'll be here with our little antlers on and our
bells,
decorated
lights
around,
flashing,
giving someone a seizure.
I hope not.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, have a great everything.
Yeah.
Just have a great everything.
Just eat some good food.
Yeah. For whatever reason you have.
Yeah. I'm going to be eating lots of pecan pie. That's my favorite.
You're going to do it.
What's yours?
Favorite pie?
Do you have a favorite pie?
Coconut cream.
Seriously?
But you have to get a good one.
That is hilarious because, I mean, not
it's
hilarious.
It's because of Gilligan's
Island. It's hilarious. But I could go the rest of my life without having coconut cream pie.
Well, I could go the rest of my life without pecan pie.
I know. Isn't that funny, though? Because, like, Bob is more of a coconut cream. Like, that would be his thing. Me, it's like, oh my gosh, pecan pie warmed up with ice cream on top.
Only with rum sauce.
Or I had that one time. Yeah. Anything. I don't care, but delicious.
Okay. So if you want to tell us your favorite pie, too, go for it.
Yeah.
We're always happy to hear.
We're always here to listen because we don't talk very much.
No, I know. We need you guys to help fill in the gap.
Our lack of talking.
Yes. So now we're over 2 hours, but some things, we've got to cut something out of there.
Or not. We probably won't.
I know. I never do. It's just
People
never a good
say that,
moment.
but then they never cut it out. We don't cut it out either. You guys are getting it in the raw. It's the raw footage.
All 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Right. We don't cut or edit anything.
Just direct upload. There's no reason not to do the live thing.
I know.
It really would save me a lot of hassle.
It would, because it would just go, but then everybody would have to know when we're doing it so they could actually watch it, because I don't know if it lasts.
And then if it disappeared, that would kind of suck.
Yeah, they would never be able to come back and
it'd be like, what happened? I'm sorry you weren't there.
That's right. You missed out.
You didn't totally rearrange your schedule.
That's right. To just watch us.
Yeah.
On our schedule, our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
All right. Okay.
All right, we're
Adios.
done.
Bye.
Yeah. See you in 2 weeks.
Yep.